And I'm live. Peace, y'all. Welcome to today's Hump Day Reading with your girl Sunshine Monie. I love it here. So, happy new moon, everybody. Happy new moon. And also happy eclipse. Hey, Mr. 68 Swag. How am I? I'm great. I feel great. Gasupe. Oh, that's like the last name that's on the Rugrats cartoon. Are you related to the creators, the music creators? Hey, Sierra. Hey, Malcolm. Hey, y'all. Welcome. Hey, Ash and User and Nathan and all you fun people. Welcome to the Hump Day Reading. How this goes is we talk about some stars and some planets. If you would like a personal reading, go ahead and comment in the chat. Hey, could you pull a card for me or whatever. Um, Feel free to provide donations. Donations can be sent to $ lesnobodies, LESNOBODIES. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I do go over modality readings. Not modality. Elemental readings. So, like, we will be doing the earth, air, fire, water. Yeah, earth, air, fire, water readings. At the end, just talking about how all these stars and numbers align with you. Right now, we are still in eclipse season. We have a partial eclipse happening on October 17th. So, it's considered like an almost eclipse. And that one is going to be, let me see, where are we at in the zodiac world. Oh, that's going to be a Libra Aries situation. So by the 17th, the sun will be just entering Libra on the Vedic chart. Yeah, because the sun will be at 24 degrees on the tropical. And the Ayanamasa, which means the difference between the tropical, which is the zodiacs, and the Vedic, which is the constellations, is about 24 degrees. So the sun will be just entering Libra that day. The moon will be in Aries. They both will be in cardinal Libra, cardinal Aries constellations. That's also in alignment with our north and south node on the tropical and draconic chart. So having those, like, Maya is pretty interesting this year because we have Lilith sitting over there in Libra right now while we're having these Libra experiences with our sun in Libra. So Lilith is the primordial goddess. There's stories of her being the first wife of Adam, and she left the Garden of Eden because she wanted to be equal to Adam. She didn't want to be overpowered by him. Like, we both came from the same soil. Why are you trying to, hey Bookham, hey love, why are you trying to dominate me? And so she left, and then Adam sent like 3 angels after her, and none of them could convince her to come back. She wasn't with the shit. So then she got cursed to be, she kept having like stillborn babies and the Red Sea. That's why they claim that the sea is red. There's a lot of different moments they claim that Lilith is in the Bible where individuals go back to that area and they might hear like monsters or beasts because it said that she was giving birth to beasts that would come into the night. And there's a period of time where men weren't allowed to sleep alone because her children would come to them in the night and things like that. All that to say, Lilith wasn't about that shit. She was a feminine energy. She was like the first rebellious energy. She was like the first energy that was willing, like in the books that we have written, that was willing to walk away from, being in the Garden of Eden, like openly, to protect, her pride and her, how she thought things to be. I'm pretty good, Buckham. I'm enjoying this day. Happy new moon. Happy eclipse to you, love. So when we speak on the Black Moon Lilith, like, the moon deals with our nurturing self, our inner feminine energy, our intuition, ruling over the internal side of our third eye. So how we experience things, how we ingest things, all that fun stuff. That's what the moon rules over. So when we're dealing with the Black Moon Lilith, the primordial energy of Lilith, the dark side of the moon, what we're in this, like, Lilith, we have Lilith the asteroid, but we also have Lilith being the point on the moon's ecliptic during a cycle that is the furthest from the sun. The moon gets super dark. Right now it's in Lilith. I mean, right now it's in Libra. That's why the Lilith is in Libra. So and brings you to the dark side of the mother energy, the dark side of the nurturing energy, because that moon energy might be considered as Eve, you know what I'm saying? She was, she submitted, and she didn't really do what she was told neither. She was also rebellious in a sense when you think about it, but it wasn't towards Adam. It was towards, it's being influenced or whatever. So while Eve gives off the wet blanket energy, Lilith is like, I don't care what y'all talking about. This is how I'm about to carry myself. I don't care about y'all talking about I'm a woman, I'm this, I'm that, I came from this or that. I'm not really here for those theatrics and semantics. And she wasn't. And she didn't go back, and she stood on her 10 toes down, and her babies, they didn't play. But yeah, so she's responsible for the demonic offspring of Adam. I think this is where you would get the derivatives of like the tree of life versus the tree of death. The dark side of things, the yang to the yin and stuff like that. But then even when you go into the realms of Adam and Eve, you still get to that light and darkness. So it's like, all in all, it doesn't matter, where you end up on the bloodline. There's still some light and dark there. Ashe. It's also said that she was like Lucifer's wife and stuff like that, but I'm not too familiar with that story too much. But yeah, she supposedly had like 100 babies a day. Hey Fly, how you doing? And they were all stillborn. Hey Neri, hey Culture, hey Dantera. And that's the story of that. And so let's get into the fact that Lilith is over here providing that dark moon energy, the dark mother, the mother of demons. That's like what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about that Tyler Perry movie that just came out with Megan Good and the mom. You know how you had Megan Good's mom, and she all like, "I'm the wife of the pastor," and da, 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 da. That's like Eve. And then you had Megan Good's husband when they showed her, uh, Megan Good's husband's mother. I don't know what that man name is. I know he was married to T or Tamira, one of them. Oh, that's who that is. Hey, Mysterious. Or I don't know if you're being funny. I don't know. I just said Fly because that's what I seen was Fly. How was your day? Happy new moon. Happy eclipse, y'all. But I think about her and how she had them badass kids. Peace, Tyree. How you feeling? How you healing? How are things going? But yeah, that's kind of like a nice, fly with the two. But just know what Lilith and Libra energy is nurturing Lilith. It's nurturing Libra. Don't get me wrong. Like there is some nurturing energy happening to Libra. You know what I'm saying? And also Lilith entered the 10 degree today. So now it's moved from cardinal Libra to fixed Libra. So now we're in there. You know what I'm saying? So it is nurturing that Libra energy. Libra being associated with the scales of justice, truth, and righteousness. This energy also is associated with Mayat, but dealing with your heart in alignment with Mayat. Like, it gets to that part of the story where it's like, oh, we're going to measure your heart, make sure it's light as a feather on the scales, the Libra scales. And if it's not, it's going to get devoured by the alligator. You know what I'm saying? There's no place for a God and a callous heart, which there's not. And when you get into the, hey, peace, love, how you feeling, God? Hey, William. Hey, Rogue. Hey, Truth Seeker. And so when you get into like, how they have the tree of life and the tree of death, when you get into the tree of death, they get into like what the calloused Sephiroth are like. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I'll be digging into more on my own and reading, and I'll come back to y'all with that. Hey, keep it Moorish. How you doing, beloved? Hey, Mamie. Peace to y'all. Peace to the gods. But yeah, so still nurturing, giving that moon energy. Hey, Guap, still giving that moon energy to Libra energy, still, cultivating, but it's coming from a more darker, primordial, rebellious energy of like, when you think about the story of Lilith, yeah, some people might say, oh, she was wrong. She should have stayed with Adam. She should have stayed in the Garden of Eden. She should have da. But then you hear other people's stories like, yeah, like, why was she treated like that? Why couldn't she be equal? Why couldn't she be this? Why couldn't she be that? Whatever, whatever. So it depends on like where your personal stance is how you'll choose to like view Lilith. But like, y'all know what my personal is. What's my Libra type? My B-day is this Friday. I'll be 50. Hey, happy solar return. Happy solar return. We got quite a few placements in Libra right now. I was going to get into that, all the things we have going on in Libra. What do you mean by what's my Libra type? You trying to get like your chart read? What you trying to do? And then you can get into your natal chart or your progressive chart with that as well. Hey, Fred. Hey, Greg. Hey, Brujas. Peace. Universal Sun. Crossroad. Kia. Welcome. So, yeah. The Maya scales are happening. It's just a matter of like where your moral code is with it. So you'll see like more primordial energy coming out, more Libras coming out. We have a certain presidential candidate that just so happens to be feminine energy and also a Libra. We also have, certain things happening. Libra rules over bonds and contracts. So, that's where you see like the strikes coming in with those contracts, different. Yeah, there's a lot of different strikes going on, which is dealing with bonds and contracts and going more so the Lilith right route with dealing with them. Because if you were to go just, you would go the moon route, it would be more so in alignment with how things have always been. You know what I mean? We're going to stick to this. We're going to, stick to this experience that we've always had. And so when you get into Lilith being in Libra, it's like, nah, we finna strike, we finna fight, we finna boycott. We about to start demanding stuff. We about to start running up in places. You know what I'm saying? Good. Basking in this Libra Lilith. Peace to the no. Hey, thank you, knowledge. Peace, knowledge. Cosmic nobodies. Ashe. Bodies, cosmic nobodies. I know that's right. So, you have that more so that energy coming into play. Shouts to Newlist's energy. Maybe he'll pop in later on, but he has spoke on the fact that it's going to be some type of like miniature. I won't say miniature, but I don't want to use a miniature, but like levels of war and violence going on in this space, and that's very well where Lilith and Libra can lead people to when being pushed in that realm. You know what I'm saying? Like she pushes the scales a little bit more to expand like what's right and what's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, when you utilize the moon as it has been, the moon just reflects the sun, and the sun is our ego. And our ego rules over our sense of survival. This is why I don't believe in the death of the ego. I believe in transformation. Now with transformation comes death, but also comes rebirth. We're not just killing off parts of ourselves. And if you're one of those people that like to kill off parts of yourself, you'll realize that you attract a lot of war outside of yourself, because there's parts of you that you don't like. It's parts of you that you're not comfortable with. And when I speak to you, I speak to myself. Please don't think I'm coming from, podium and all you do this and I don't do it. There are parts of myself that I wish were better, and I experience that on the outside of myself, like little battles I have to go through, moments where I feel like I got to over defend myself, or I get, whatever. And it's like, yeah, I feel that way because in the inside, this is what I'm dealing with, and I recognize that, you know what I'm saying? So having that energy awareness, hey artist, hey Abby, so having that level of energy awareness is most definitely key. But yeah, let me forget where I'm going with stuff. I know we was talking about Lilith and Libra. But yeah, the moon usually reflects what the sun is doing. And so like the sun is our ego and our survival. So it's based upon how our society has been set up, right? That's, we see how the society is set up. We see what the rules and regulations are. We let our sun do the walking. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we're going to be on, the Vedic scale of things, but that's where our sun is going to be at. Oh, we dealing with the tropical way of things. Okay, that's where my sun, and that's why everybody walks around, they only talk about their sun sign. Together we are always better. Yeah, you're absolutely right. So we only talk of most people that before they start digging deeper into themselves, they only talk about their sun sign because everybody's in survival mode. Hey Abby, how was your day? Happy new moon, happy eclipse. We're always in survival mode. It's always just go to school, Why? Because survival. Because I know me personally, my mom was always like, my dad was always like, oh, I don't want to go to jail. They're going to send me to jail. They're going to send you to jail. It's going to be tickets in jail, 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 jail. Like, that's what school was about. Not getting in trouble, not going to jail. And then it was like, you got to get a job because you need money. And if you have these certain services and products you don't pay for, what's going to happen? You're going to go to jail. So this whole game has been about how to stay out of jail and survive. So we've all been taught to just be in our egos and only pay attention to the surface of things, which is our sun sign. You know what I'm saying? That's where we've been at with it. And that's why, that's what we've been taught. We mostly over here in America had been taught about the sun on the tropical chart. Tropical is the Western, deals with the 360 zodiac with the 12 slices, 30 degrees per slice. And then you divide those 30-degree slices into 10 degrees to get into the cardinal, fixed, mutable energy, so you can see within the 30 degrees what you're doing. And then you can go even further than that if you want to get into the numerology of it all. And I do all of that. If y'all ever interested in a one-on-one reading, just reach out to you. But yeah, so we're being taught, like, tropical deals with your mindset, how you think things are, because we created that 360-degree circle. We created all these things and we taught it to each other, like, this is how it is. We created the circle for the stability, and we like circles. And God, I never seen God make a perfect circle nowhere. I ain't never seen it. Y'all prove me wrong somewhere and show me where God put a circle somewhere that is untainted by human hands. That means that you didn't go mine it and shape it into a perfect circle. I want to see a perfect circle out here somewhere. I haven't seen one yet. I see nice little ovals with little dents in it, little cookie craters and stuff, but I ain't never seen a perfect circle. So, those are things that we think and that we taught each other. And so that's what the tropical chart rules over, our thoughts and how we think things are to be. How you think survival is supposed to be is your sun sign and the zodiac. How are you thinking? You think you Scorpio. And then it's crazy because we call ourselves this energy, like I'm this, I'm that, and you're really not even that. Like you're just having those kind of experiences. Those are the kind of survival experiences you have. Like my sun sign is Virgo. My sun is in Virgo. So those are the kind, I have Virgo experiences. I love school. I've always loved school. I've always been a straight A student. I'm addicted to serving people. I love helping people. It's kind of toxic on my end because I use myself. And then as a result, I attract people that'll use me. It's, something that I'm learning, something I'm trying to heal, Listen, when I tell you, I don't come from a podium. When I speak to you, I speak to myself. I don't have a problem with being transparent about my journey. But like, this is all like some experiences. And I've also learned that when you help people and stuff like that, that is a means of survival. You always have, like, I can go anywhere and I know people, you know what I'm saying? I can go anywhere and somebody will help me do something, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't live in a space of lack when it comes to like support, because I don't provide from a place of lack. So, with that being said, like, I have Virgo experiences. So like you said up there, like, I don't know if you're still here, Sir Libra, that asked me about your Libra energy, but you have Libra experiences. So a lot of your experiences are based upon like how balanced your scales are, interpersonal relationships, telling the truth. Are you a truth teller, or you be tipping the scales on the truth, your bonds and your contracts with other people, places, things, situations, having more discernment with the contracts and the bonds you get into, the certain stories and truths that you tell, making sure that it's what's inside of your heart that's being reflected on the outside and not what's going on in the outside reflecting on in the inside. And you see that with a lot of Libras, you know what I'm saying? Are you letting the outside world affect inside? And that's what the majority of their experiences are. Like, how sturdy can you stay on your own too? Air energy is a little difficult because there's not, there's no earth there. And so, those are the kind of experiences that you have, and how to, find that earth, how to be decisive, how to keep the scales balanced, how to, keep your heart as light as a feather through all situations. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Libras fail. A lot of Libras pass. A lot of Libras stay neutral. Nothing wrong with any of the three. It just depends on what your contract is. And also, if you guys want to get into your soul contract, I also do those kind of readings as well. But yeah, so that's all the sun. And so the moon is just going to reflect that. The moon is going to be like, this is what the sun says, and this is what the sun wants. So we're just going to do what the sun. And if you notice, that's what the moon does next to any star. The moon, the moon, not even loyal to. I don't even know what our sun is called. Our sun don't even got a name. You got Sirius, you got Betelgeuse, you got Regulus, you got all these different joints. What is our sun called, and what constellation is our sun in? We'll never talk about it. Is our sun considered a fixed star? Is it a moving star? Is it in a zodiac? What is it? What is it? We never talk about that. But the moon is not really that loyal like we think it is. So whenever it's around, that's why sometimes you'll see the moon be like orange or red or yellow or nice light blue when it's near like the Sagittarius stars or Neptune, because they're more so blue white. So when it gets near those stars, it takes on those colors and it reflects that. Like, okay, this is what we're doing now. This is what we're nurturing now. And, we're around this star. So we're going to do what this star wants. You know what I'm saying? But Lilith is like, nah, this is where we at. And this is what we're doing, regardless of what this sun is doing. I don't give a fuck about this sun. I'm Lilith. And this is my side, no matter what. This is where I'm at. What are you talking about? You over there doing whatever star you around. You know what I'm saying? Every time you meet a new star, you change your whole persona. Ain't nobody doing that over here. And so that's the conversation between the moon and the black moon. But that's the energy that you get with the tropical sun and how the moon affects that versus the black moon Lilith. So ironically, we had all three in Libra today. We experienced this eclipse. For me, I'm on the East Coast. I'm in New Jersey, so it happened at 2:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for me. We experience the sun. Our experiences right now, the sun is only in Libra on the tropical chart. The sun, the moon, and Mercury, as well as Lilith. They are still in Virgo on the Vedic chart. So they're in the Virgo constellations. And we're going to expound on that in a little bit because we had some Virgo stars that were aligned with the moon and Mercury today during the eclipse as well. So not only did we have an eclipse, but we also had an occultation that occurred. An occultation is just another fancy word for eclipse, but it's when two celestial bodies outside of the sun that don't involve the sun and the moon. Eclipse is just for the sun and the moon, but when the sun and the moon decide to go hang out with other celestial bodies, then it's called an occultation. But we also had that going on today too around the time of the eclipse. But yeah, so we were in Libra on the mindset. Everybody's mindset is based on, we want balance, we want justice, we want truth. A lot of you guys are biting your fingernails watching the news every day. Y'all are following newscasters, different astrologists that's talking about. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate y'all. And I appreciate y'all for tapping the screen and liking everything. Y'all are awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Ladybug. I appreciate you, sis. Thank you. Thank you. I saw Neri up there earlier. I appreciate you, love. I want to say I saw Ali, but I was talking. So my apologies if I missed you, but I appreciate you as well. Hey, Amy. Thank you for joining us. But yeah, so people following like astrology stuff. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you. The devil has my back. Ashe. Be like the light and the darkness. And you let me reach my goal. Thank you. Appreciate you. And so, yeah, we have complete. That's why I'd be messed up with the comments, but it's like they also are mind erasers. You also have different like astrologists and psychics and stuff like that trying to help you guys, coaching people through truth. I just saw a video on TikTok. Guess who was on the news? I don't know if that was a real video because AI be like, okay, so this is my thing. I feel like AI be doing a lot and we don't even realize how much AI be doing as far as like creating avatars and influencers and influencing people to say certain things and stuff like that. I love you too, Jesus Christ. Influencing people to say certain things, have certain kind of videos where they create fake scenarios or whatever, or they have just like, it's just like a lot of false activity happening up here. You have AI creating whole songs and people saying, oh, this is this person, they made a song telling the truth, and it's like, bro, that's AI. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. See the way my trust issues run, they run real deep, y'all. So like, you can't do stuff like that and then say, okay, but now you have to listen, now you have to go in here and trust it. Now this has to be like, concrete news and information. And it's like, I can't do that because y'all just showed me that AI know how to make rap songs that sound just like the artist. Y'all just showed me that I can create a whole video and y'all can make my lips move. Y'all can make my whole body language move to whatever it is that y'all want me to say. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can change this whole background. Y'all can change my whole outfit. Y'all can change my hairstyle right now and it will look real. And so seeing all that kind of stuff like that and then turn around and saying, okay, but like, believe this video over here. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't know. I think I want to put the phones down and just go outside and touch some grass. Because I know for sure AI didn't do nothing over here, at least for now. But like, according to my dog, a lot of this grass out here ain't real because he don't be trying to eat it or nothing. It's just certain kind of grass. And I found that interesting as well. But anything, all in all, yeah, I don't really be feeding too much into the AI. That's just my personal, whatever. I'm more so entertained when I'm up here, but I actually exist. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people are like up here, and there are some real people up here that are, yeah, they can't copy your essence, goddess Ashe. They sure can't. They sure cannot. And hopefully people, a lot of people could overlook essence. A lot of people, it was a few videos. I was like, y'all can't tell, like when the AI pictures started coming out, right? And I knew certain pictures I had put, I knew they weren't me. Like I didn't look at them and say, oh my God, I'm so beautiful. This looks like I was never in that type time. But then I had some cousins that like, they were posting these photos all the time. And people are commenting like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. I love this photo of you. And I'm like, y'all can't tell that that's not them. Like, are we for real? That's weird. And why you keep posting these? Why don't you post a real picture of yourself? Like, you're beautiful. You don't got to do all of that. This is like, it's just, I don't know, it just felt real, like, unreal how people were buying certain stuff. And it was just like, you can't tell? Like, I could tell. That's clearly an AI photo. But I don't know. Neither here nor there. Yeah, it's cartoonish. So I didn't understand. I don't get how people were looking at that and really commenting like it was really them. And I don't know, it's weird. But for that reason, my trust in AI is not that deep. It's very, very shallow here. I don't have too much of it. I'm not mad about that. I would rather somebody come and tap me on my shoulder right now or put it in the newspaper because, newspapers still hold weight. I was just talking to my homegirl about that recently. Like, I'm going to start getting the newspaper again because especially when I learned about like sovereignty and declaring my nationality and stuff, and it brought me into that law of publication. You know what I'm saying? And the importance of publication. And then when you get into these stories of certain people doing certain things to certain people, and then we start watching the old TV shows and cartoons and movies and listening to old music and even watching the old music videos. Those music videos was wild that they used to make back then. But we didn't have the set of eyes that we have now. Hey, Blue. Hey, Tara. We don't have the same set of eyes that we had now. So like we wasn't watching them like that. And so, even getting into all of that, like they have to publicize the stuff that they do. And me and somebody was talking, but like then I also saw confirmation somewhere else, but they were like, that's a part of it. Like you have to publicize the things that you do for it to be acceptable. It's kind of like evading karma. Like I told y'all I was doing this, I showed y'all I was doing this, and y'all still let me do it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody stopped me. Nobody said, hey, there was no citizens arrest. You know what I'm saying? Nobody like questioned it or nothing. Y'all let that shit slide. And that's why when you look for certain things, you always look for it in the newspaper. And I was like, oh, I need to start reading the newspaper. Because who still reads the newspaper? Do y'all read the newspaper? I used to read that joint heavy when I was in grade school, definitely. And definitely in college, and then like early 20s and stuff like that. But once I stopped watching the news, I kind of fell off the newspaper as well. But yeah, that's something to get back into, right? So you can see the different announcements that they have in there. And that's kind of like their confession. With their antics, if they confess it, it makes it okay. They've been forgiven. So they confess it to us all the time in these videos and stuff like that. Be conscious, aware, and well-informed. You absolutely right, Ladybug. Hey, sweet Empress. But yeah, interesting stuff. But a lot of that is in alignment with, Black Moon Lilith, like a lot of the things that we're seeing now with the revealing of truth, with the balance of the scales. A lot of people going towards like this strike route. Somebody just shared, shouts to Paul Jackson. He shared with me a really dope article today about there being a renter strike. See, I have been talking shit about how Americans is not rental striking, and he challenges me a lot on Facebook, and I actually enjoy it. And and he sent me this article, and I had no idea. So we learn something new every day. Let me share with y'all what I learned today. I had no idea there was a federal tenant union. I didn't know that. I know that I live in the state of New Jersey. Over here, they have a lot of tenant rights, but I didn't know. I don't even know if there's a union over here applicable over here or whatever. I just know there's a lot. We got a lot of rights, okay? And so, a lot of tenants don't know their rights, and that's why they let a lot of nut shit pass, because people don't bother to learn their rights. But we do have them. But I had no idea there was a union about this. And I did have awareness that there was a FHFA, because I remember that at one point, Steve Harvey, during Trump's first administration, Steve Harvey was, asked to be in that position. And he was so busy trying to play that clown card. He was like, no, I won't help people in housing because it's with you. Like, bro, that don't even make sense. But yeah, so you have the FHFA, which is like Federal Housing I don't know what the second F is for, but it's an association. I think the A is for, but that's the federal level. And then so last month I had read an article about how there is this task force. I forget what the name of it is, but it's another joint. The federal is basically the federal level branches doing internal investigations on their own business, because the federal stuff is a corporation by itself, and then they have a billion different branches: federal this, federal that, federal this, federal that, and then they have Hollywood. Y'all know the federal government owns Hollywood, right? Okay, I'm glad y'all know that. So they are on their payroll. That's why a lot of movies and stuff that you and see, TV shows that you see that are based on a true story with the army and they be having the first count, conversations with people and stuff like that. That's why they can have certain content that they have in their videos and movies. Gotta be over here biting your nails like, oh my God, we gotta protect the director, we gotta protect the writers, we gotta protect. No, you don't. They sat with the people and they was like, all right, this is how I want you to write the story, so that we're gonna publicize it, but we're gonna do it like this. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah. So there's like internal investigation going on between this federal branch towards that federal branch to figure out where the gouging is coming from with the rental prices. I'm like, bro, it's like 2024. Why are we living in a feudal system? Nobody sees this. Like, Maureen, was nobody paying attention in history and social studies? Because I was. This looks like feudalism. Because people really be worried. Like, rent is like a big ass bill, and it's stressful. It's a big stressful bill, and it takes the majority of your paychecks. I said it with an S intentionally, because it takes more than one paycheck to pay the rent. Like, tell me I'm lying when you think about the daily things you have to pay for. So anyway, all that to say, Lilith and Libra, we're gonna balance some scales out. So we have some people in certain states, and we have other states following up that will be boycotting as well. I'm definitely going to keep doing my due diligence in those realms of things to keep everybody abreast on that, and the different states that's aligning, and hopefully the northern states, because most of them were southern states or the Midwest. But hopefully the northern states get on the ball with that too. But I know the northern states are very influential. Like, I know Philly not a state, but it might as well be. You got Philly over here, New Jersey, New York. Having those states involved inside of that, into that kind of activity, like especially New York, because New York is kind of like nationally known and desired. To have that state engage in that as well would be like pretty wild, pretty like groundbreaking. You know what I'm saying? So, kudos to those families that's doing the work and doing the things. Shouts to Paul for giving me the information today. I do love to learn, despite how combative my tone seems on Facebook. I do be open. I'm just very sarcastic. I can't help it. It's like It's like my first language, but I do be listening though. But yeah, all that is Lilith. Lilith out here doing the damn thing. I saw a video of what's the face. That's what led me to the AI shit, because I saw a video of Jaguar right on the news, and then Vlad. That was my first time ever seeing Vlad's face. His face is very ugly, but I saw them on the news, and I was kind of like, whoa, that's where we're at now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're on CNN with it. That's cool. That's, in my eyes, when I was in college, CNN and CNN were way more reputable than any of those NBCs, ABCs, CBSs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was on those two channels. I had a couple political science classes that put me on. My childhood dream was to be a doctor president. It's still low key is kind of my dream. And so, yeah, I was living on there. So to see, those kind of activities, but there's been a lot of ratchet activity happening on those channels. C-SPAN too. They've been kind of disappointing lately. But yeah, to see that there, it's like, oh, that was kind of a big deal in my reality. That wasn't ABC. That wasn't Fox. But yeah, all Lilith and Libra. But we also had, like I said, we got the sun there giving us these experiences. So what Lilith is doing in Libra, the sun is allowing us to experience it as well. And they're all at 10 degrees. So today at the eclipse, Lilith was at 10 degrees Libra, the sun was at 10 degrees Libra, and the moon was at 10 degrees Libra. So they all were literally on top of each other. So we literally were getting the experiences of that Lilith and Libra. Maybe some of you guys felt it in your personal lives, like, in an interpersonal relationship or somewhere where you have a bond or a contract, work. Your birth certificate is a bond, a contract. Anywhere where you spending money or utilizing your debit card, you were creating a bond or a contract. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to press accept or decline or the green button or the red button when you at the ATM machine. All of those are contracts. You signing a bunch of contracts. You know what I'm saying? We sign a bunch of contracts every day, and we don't think nothing of it. Every time you hop on one of these apps, you done signed a bond or a contract or something. So a lot of people is experiencing like that Lilith energy in these contracts, and then having that moon sitting there at a 10 degree too. Next to that is like not only in this moment are you experiencing it, but now you're experiencing it, you're ingesting it. So it's not just like a shallow movement or a shallow exchange. Today, you took the time out to really think about what you're doing, especially if you're sitting here listening to me. You know what I'm saying? This is a perfect moment of the sun and moon in Libra next to Lilith. You know what I'm saying? Now you have like this different mindset. And mind you, while all this is in Libra on the thought process, what's happening, the Vedic chart, the constellations rule over the happenings. And that's why people be really into Vedic or sidereal astrology, and it feels more legit because they don't really care about their thoughts too much. They more so care about what's happening around them. Not saying that one is better than the other. I like all of them. I use as many different charts as I can to line them up and see how they all, because we wouldn't have had the downloads to create these, whether it was to control people or nature always wins. So something wouldn't have even been surviving this long if it wasn't some type of value or validity to it. But anyway, coming back to this. So even though we're in the mindset of Libra with these scales of law, justice, and truth and righteousness and all these things, we're still in Virgo on the Vedic chart. So happening around us is a space where we are paying attention, being of service, invoking or harvesting stuff in our space, paying attention to the details. You know what I'm saying? Be mindful of going into that overthinking realm of things, but like paying attention to the details of the Libra happenings. You know what I'm saying? So certain interactions didn't feel regular today. It was just like, why that happened? Why that happened like that? I usually don't ask, but today I'm going to ask. Today we're going to talk about it. Like, what the fuck's going on? You know what I'm saying? It's like stuff like that. And that is that alignment of Virgo and Libra. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the moon is going to stay in Virgo until October 17th. And then the sun. The sun stays in Virgo constellation until October 17th. And that's when we have our next eclipse, which is like a partial almost eclipse, but close enough for us to count it a little bit. So it's kind of pretty cool that we get to have 2 eclipses this month. And so, during that time, the sun will be entering in Libra constellation, like just entering it around the time of that eclipse. So and from now till then, we'll be in this Libra Virgo combo. So even if you didn't feel like that boom today, which I'm pretty sure if you think about hard enough, around 2:45 p.m. EST, what was you doing? What was you thinking? And what had been your thoughts ever since then? You probably could find at least one thing, even if it's something small. But from now until then, we're still in this Virgo Libra energy. We're still exercising this stuff. Our mindset is on the balance scales, and making sure that we can make decisions in spaces that we've been indecisive. Ooh, that was a nice awareness moment for me. You know what I'm saying? Certain things you've been indecisive on. Now you're paying attention to the details, and now it's helping you solidify yourself in those decisions so that you can harvest or invoke what it is that you want. A friend of mine, shouts to Adonis. If I say his name 2 more times, he'll appear. But shouts to Adonis 2 times, one more time. He had posted something earlier today that Bobby Hemmett had said. It was a Bobby Hemmett quote, and it was just like, that's why they make sure they do some messed up stuff to invoke your energy at the beginning of autumn equinox, because how it flows is you have this Virgo energy that we enter the autumn equinox in. So we enter the autumn equinox in this space of invocation. We're dealing with a legua. A legua rules over a crossroads. That's when we're dealing with bringing stuff from the physical to the non-physical, or from the physical or from the non-physical to the physical. You know what I'm saying? Agriculturally speaking. Hey, Red, how you doing, love? I'm sorry, I wasn't even looking up there. Agriculturally speaking, that's when we're, doing the soil and reap what you sow, and sow what you want to reap. We really start speaking things into existence that we want. We start paying attention. We're learning about the things that we want. College starts, school starts, start picking your classes. Everybody's schedules kind of make a shift, especially if you have children or you're a teacher, some type of something in that realm of things. When we come into like the fiscal year, we're entering this last quarter of the fiscal year. So it's like, okay, what do we wish to invoke on this last quarter? And that's why you have the Federal Reserve. They had their meetings during this last quarter. So that's what's going on during Virgo season. We're harvesting, we're thinking, we're learning, we're putting details down to what it is that we want. So then when we get into Libra, that transition from Virgo to Libra, now we're putting the cosmic seeds in the air. So you know how you go outside in the springtime and there's all this tree jizz all over the place because trees are just nutting all over the place. And so now is our thoughts. Our thoughts is just nutting all over the place. And Libra air, the cosmic air, is just blowing it and putting the stars over here, putting stars over there. You know what I'm saying? We're coming into learning the truth about things. We're becoming decisive. But you know how I could fuck up your decisiveness? Let me show you some nut shit. Let me show you a video, somebody shooting up a school. Let me show you some crazy story about somebody I know you done idolize, which I need to stop doing. Stop idolizing people. Don't idolize me neither. Jesus ain't tell y'all to idolize him neither. Nobody tell y'all. Anybody that's telling y'all to idolize them the people you need to stay away from. Don't idolize me. I don't want them problems. I don't want that energy that come with that shit neither. Stop idolizing people. But for those of you guys who do idolize people, and not just people, places, things, ideas, all this man-made stuff that's finite. You know what I'm saying? They'll show you some catastrophe, some type of event to make you feel unsafe. You know what I'm saying? Of course, this is hurricane season. We done entered the energy of Seth. So not only are there like there's personifications of auras. How is your day, Red? Happy new moon, Red. And happy eclipse. So just like we have this aura or this energy in the weather, right? We know how the weather moves around this time. It done got so hot in the waters and it done evaporated so much the clouds got heavy, and it's not now time for it to rain. And now we're in this hurricane season, and everything that went up must come down, right? And then we done put so much pollution up there with the water state. Now we getting some crazy funky shit down. And not only does that happen naturally, but now we have these personifications of that energy too. So you have people that create devices like HARP. You have people that intentionally create weather. We used to control weather. When people come together and do a rain dance and we believe in it hard enough and we needed that or whatever, yeah, we was going to make it rain. That's something we've always been doing. Now we just have these people that they're not feminine. There's a war of feminine energy. So instead of going inward for your ability to control the weather or to communicate, to travel, to do all these things. Instead of going inward, everything got to be outward. We need cars and trains and a heart machine, and we need, this machine to clean that and that machine to do this. We need all this stuff outside of ourselves because we've only been masculine. And that's what masculine is. Things you have to experience, things you have to create, things outside of self, physical things. You know what I'm saying? The things, the stuff, instead of going inward and doing it the other way. But we're coming to a space now where you see a lot more feminine energy happening, infiltrating people and communities and stuff like that. So that ability to go inward is coming back by a lot. You wouldn't mind a reading? I got you. They went well, just stream hopping. I love that. Definitely will do a reading for you, my love. So yeah. So just how you have these things that we created, you also have the personification of that energy. So we're in the energy of Seth. So you're going to have people that portray Seth. They're personifications of Seth. So they came to create destruction. They came to create disharmony. They came to bring the storms. Just like we naturally have hurricanes happening around us and above us and stuff, we have personifications of hurricanes. I know y'all know some. Don't do that. Don't act like y'all don't know no hurricanes. Like, damn, every Libra season, this person start acting fucking stupid. Yeah, because they under the energy of nature and the stars. They need energy awareness so they can balance themselves. So do you have the heart to sit next to someone who's the personification of a hurricane and help them balance themselves? You know what I'm saying? Do you have that in you to do that? We do it for nature. Nature be destroying houses, destroying buildings, cars, all that stuff like that. But we still love nature. How can we can't love the personifications of nature? You know what I'm saying? The reading prices, I have different prices. Right now on Wednesdays, they're donation based. So, all you gotta do is write your name in the chat. Feel free to send me a donation for your spread. But I do have a table of prices if you would like an astrology chart reading or a numerology chart reading. Feel free to message me. For that, I have to update my price chart. I'll do better next time. I kind of been in my mind being indecisive up until today, actually, with certain things. So my mind kind of been all over the place. I haven't been keeping up with certain things. My apologies in advance. But yes, I do astrology, numerology, chart readings, a card spread with your gematria of your name and the numerology of your birth date that ultimately leads to your life path number. That's 22. You should be able to see my Cash App and the thing. But let me see. There you go. That's my Cash App. Let's see if I know how to pin it. But yeah, let's start with you, Red, and then we're gonna move on to Ladybug and pull these cards for y'all. I do a whole spread, so get ready. Do y'all have anything specific you want to go by your sun sign and how your sun sign aligns with energy? Or you just want the cards pulled? The first card, we're going to start off with the theme of you. But yeah, Mercury was also over there on Libra. Now, Mercury was at an 11 degree, so it was at the degree of mastery, which is cool because today's mathematics, because we on the day of 2 in the month of 1 in the year of 8 actually adds up to 11. So today was a really dope day to master that Mercurian energy, that energy of invocation, which didn't I tell y'all the sun, moon, Mercury, and Lilith are all in Virgo constellation right now? So really mastering that Virgo energy and your happenings and your events. Virgo energy assists, Mercurian energy assists with communication, what you're learning, what you're listening to, what you're teaching, moral and integral code, your routine, habits, your ears, nose, and throat area. All that is, being mastered. That's what we're calling on in the realms of mastery at that 11 degrees. So I thought that was pretty cool too. We also have Juno. Now Juno is at an 18 degrees, so it's already about the mutable side of Libra energy. So I guess you could say Juno kind of led the way. Like, you know what? I'm gonna just get ahead of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Juno is kind of like the energy of Hera, and this is what you need in an interpersonal relationship or a bond or a contract. So before we even had the sun experience and the moon nurturing and Mercury invocating and Lilith, just being rebellious, you know what I'm saying? We had Pallas come in to Libra and be like, what do I need in these bonds and contracts? Are these bonds actually as even as I think they are? And that might have been like, thoughts you've been thinking back in September when Pallas entered Libra energy. What do I want in a relationship? What do I want in a bond, in a friendship, in a partnership, in a relationship with myself or my business or whatever? What do I want? What do I need? What do I desire? What do I deserve? What am I willing to give for it to keep those scales balanced? What am I willing to do for it? Those were questions, comments, concerns you may have been having with yourself in that Virgo energy. And then I sideswipe you with a crazy news story, and now you're focused on that instead of focusing on yourself and making the decisions that you need to make on yourself, because now I done showed you some stuff, and instead of you minding your own business, you made your business their business, and now whatever they got going on, you now making it a part of you and your reality, and now you can't make a decision because that person over there doing that, and that gotta affect me in some type of way, shape, or form. I need to absorb that and internalize that, and now it's a part of my auric body, and now I'm actually attracting stuff that's related to that story because I don't put it in my aura. That's how that goes. That's how that goes. And if y'all look at the pattern of every equinox season, they always do that. It's a crazy pattern around this time of year with the crazy stuff. And that's just to keep y'all, keep everybody, not paying attention, not in alignment. So, Red, this is what I got for you. Let's pull a card on the theme of you. Hey, Shagwell. Hey, Lady T, Michelle. Okay, breakthrough. I'm starting a card, breakthrough card. Ginkgo. Ginkgo, it helps with your mental clarity and stuff like that. You have it at a 3-9, so understanding and completion in that realm of understanding what you want to give birth to. And this can also apply to anybody that's listening, and this might, apply to you too. It's the reason why y'all all here at the same time. So you want to pay attention to your Mars and your Uranus placements. We're now in the transit chart. Mars is in Cancer. So we're coming into that home and family. Home and family is very triggering right now. The maternal energy is very triggering right now. Desiring that sense of nurturing. Coming back to the energy of the moon. The moon is doing a lot of evocation. It's a good time to pay attention to the moon and what the moon is doing and where it's at, who is doing it with. And that's what Mars is trying to let us know. Mars controls the gut. The gut controls the mind. And then we have Taurus. Then we have Uranus over there in Taurus, which is the other planet to focus on Mars and Taurus. So while Mars is over there in Cancer energy, helping us focus on the moon, the divine womb, harvesting energy here, this space of non-completion. Uranus is giving us the progressive pushes in our heart chakra. This is the Taurus energy. Hey, Juicy Fruit, and thank you for the favorite. I appreciate you. Uranus is giving us progressive pushes and our priorities, our sense of self-value, our sense of self-esteem, levels of love and forgiveness, facets of love and forgiveness, and our space of business. So you might see a lot of progressive pushes pushing you. Like you might have said something, say you invoked something in your life last year. I know that we say a lot of little things that we don't mean, but you might have said something, last year. And the universe heard you last year when you said it, because you said it with your whole aura. You know what I'm saying? But now, 12 months later, 1 and 2 brings us to 3, understanding, creation. So now we're back here again. And now you have absorbed that actual happening in your space. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, that's not what I asked for. Okay, but it is. It's pushing you towards what it is that you said you wanted. Hey, Sunshine, Voodoo Tarot Card Universe Practitioner. Hey, peace. Hey, DC. So, having that breakthrough and trusting those progressive pushes that's pushing you through the things and pushing you towards the things that you said you wanted. That's a big thing. So that's the theme. Don't worry. We still going, Reg. You still with me? We still here. And Ladybug, I got you next. And anybody else that want to read it, if I overlooked your name, please feel free to comment again and say, me too. I'm also going to get into the now that I've reached my time mark, I'm also going to get into the elemental readings. Me too. I got you, Apple. Ooh, the Chariot. I like that. Okay. So you got an adventure coming your way. You are the initiator for whatever it is that you're doing too. So what you're doing has not been done before. You don't really got too many people to look back on, for or lean on for, ideas and stuff like that, because you're the initiator here. Respect. I can get kind of irritating. I ain't gonna hold you sometimes, but you got this. You in that space of breakthrough and because like you're the initiator in this breakthrough in the space with that Uranus and that Mars, you know what I'm saying? Be mindful that there's some people that can't go with you because what you're initiating, you can't have that energy around you while you're initiating. They're gonna mess it up. So don't be upset if certain people start backing off. Sometimes the universe gonna pull that Uranus in your Taurus. It's gonna give you progressive pushes in your heart. Some that shit gonna happen. Somebody gonna treat you crazy, whatever. Because the universe know that if I keep these people good in your eyes, in your mind, in your heart, you're not gonna let them go. You're gonna try to drag them everywhere you're going. So sometimes I gotta break your heart so that you will let go of certain things. You know what I'm saying? Because you will not let go on your own. So being mindful of that too. But all progressive pushes that you need to move forward in and where you're going. Kudos to you being an initiator and breaking the ceiling and stuff. That's fun. Hey Trippy, hey Annie. The Empress card. Okay, we love it here. We love it here. Ooh, there we go. We love it here. You're doing a good job. Sis, you doing a good job. Like, yeah, I know. I know I'm the first person to do this, and I'm gonna be the biggest that ever done it, and I'm the best that ever was it, and show enough, and all that in the middle, on top, and in between. I love that for you. Just get comfy with being the first, being the trendsetter. Hey Zach, hey Brett, hey Chris. Welcome to the Hump Day Reading. Hey y'all on YouTube. What y'all doing over there? Y'all okay? Oh, you got the Sun card. Well, I like this reading. Right, are you still here? Okay, so you got Ha. That's 8. So we're in the year of 8 that deals with Sebek energy. So this is the Sephiroth that you need to focus on while we're in the space. And I pulled the Sun card. So Ha, the sphere of 8, deals with Mercury energy, coming back to that 11 of Mercury, that mastery energy. Also coming to the fact that, we just had the Virgo Libra eclipse. Okay, the sun. So in this eclipse energy, you want to focus on your Mercury self. So that's coming to a space of labeling, classification, that listen, speak, teach, learn, work on your daily routine and your habits and your moral and integral code under this eclipse energy. And then you have the moon is there too, your side 9, that's the divine womb. So that's what you're harvesting. You're harvesting that routine energy. You're harvesting what you've learned. You're harvesting that level of discernment based upon how you classify things and how you you got your own cubicles in your mind, and how you label them and how you put people, places, things, and situations inside of them. So how that's been working, that's how you do it. And so let me tell you what chakra to focus on. Elaine, hey. Soulmate on your root chakra. Your soulmate energy on the root chakra. So that's the chakra you want to focus on, and that's what you want to focus on, that Aquarius energy of finding, who you socializing with, who's in your society, who to be around, who have you had around. Like I was telling you earlier, not everybody can come with you. Not everybody's supposed to be where you at. You're a trendsetter. Not everybody energy can get through the door at the same time your energy can get through the door. And that doesn't mean they might not always be there with you, but they might not be there with you in that space and time that you have to go do it because you are the chariot. That means that you're the front runner. That's pretty cool. So I'm gonna close you out with an African divination card. I liked your reading. It was fun here. But yeah, remember your Mars and Uranus placement. Focus on that. And anybody who listens to this reading, if it resonated with you, yeah, focus on your Mars and Uranus placement. As far as your Sephiroths go, you're gonna focus on your 8th and 9th sphere, and your root chakra. And if you need assistance doing that, reach out. I do this. I do Sephiroth readings as well. In fact, kind of prefer it. I like it there. Escape from deceit. Ooh, yeah, you gotta let the people go. You gotta let the people go. And I got it at a 55. 5 is walking in the power of your truth. And you got 2 of them joined. So when you walk in the power of that chariot energy, like I said, the universe feels like it gotta break your heart a little bit with that Uranus and Taurus energy. Because like if I don't, you're gonna keep holding on to these things. You know what I'm saying? These things still gonna keep being near and dear to your heart. So, gotta let that go. Okay, Ladybug. You here? You still here with me? Hey Travis, how you doing, love? If you would like a reading, just let me know. Apple, are you still here? Because right after Ladybug, I got you. Tender Mercy. I love your names. Y'all be picking the coolest names. Okay, I see you, Ladybug. I see you, Apple. Elaine. All right, this is for you. And now we're going to get into the theme of Ladybug's reading. Anybody on YouTube? Y'all good? Y'all want cards pulled for y'all today? Or y'all here for the elemental readings? Ooh, retreat. Retreat, my love. Go inward. We are focusing on the reishi mushroom. Okay, another mental. Probably couldn't handle it. Really? You think so? I'm very gentle. I'm a really good Virgo. My sun, moon, Mercury, and Venus are all there. So I'll be gentle with you. I don't be crazy. Too crazy. But yeah, your energy is retreating. It's retreat time for you. Going inward. Hibernation. We love here. I love to hibernate. I can't wait till it's my turn. But you have your Jupiter here. So right now, Jupiter is also in Taurus energy over there with Uranus. Actually, no, it's not. Jupiter was near Mars this whole time. Oh, you're a Taurus? That's cool. So you have Uranus over there in your experiences. So you've been getting progressively pushed all year for the last couple of years because Uranus has been a Taurus since 2019. And I know y'all remember what happened in 2019. That was a crazy push. You're a Scorpio? Oh, cool. Right now, Jupiter is in Gemini. So it's in that space of communication and, intellect, the community, and things like that. So, align that with your personal Jupiter. Because right now, the collective Jupiter is in this space of kind of like socializing, but like more so with that tight knit circle, that familial circle, the circle you grew up with. And then the sun is giving us those Libra experiences with the interpersonal relationships. So between interpersonal relationships and like the community stuff, you'll probably, have some type of alignment or aspect with that in your own personal chart. Jupiter also deals with a space of expansion and abundance, also wisdom from the oracle and sages. So this also comes from a space of learning how to ground yourself. Go stand on it. Oh yeah, didn't I tell y'all we have a maybe I didn't tell y'all. I done said it many times today though. We have a meteor shower that started today from the Orion's belt, and that one moves at 25 an hour. The peak is on the 21st. But yeah, it's a good time, between the meteor showers, the fact that we have a comet near the sun, we have an asteroid near the moon, a lot of like ancient celestial energy is surrounding, our orbit right now. So this is a really good time to go outside and ground yourself, tap into the Ketters. We are in the month of Ketters. That's the ones and zeros. You know what I'm saying? We're in the month of 10. We are in that air energy of Libra. So that brings on that intellect and the ones and tens and stuff. So, retreating, going inward and getting those downloads and then allowing those downloads to reflect in the personification and the physical, bringing the light to different people, places, and events and stuff in your space, in alignment with those downloads. You know what I'm saying? The Big Dipper has recently moved dramatically. Really? Tell us more, Travis. I do love to learn. I'm not a sky watcher yet. Not okay. I'm very hard on myself. Another toxic trait. I'm not the sky watcher I want to be. So I don't find myself as good as the people that I like to sit next to and learn from. But yes, please tell me more. Where is the Big Dipper? Hey, Geechee. Peace, peace. So now we're going to expand on your reading, Ladybug. Because we're retreating. Queen of Wands. So we're retreating from, it's giving Lilith. From a Lilith place, you know what I'm saying? Being more so on the primordial, the darkness energy of things. We're going inward and we're tapping into that side of ourselves. Do you need to tap into your Lilith, sis? Is that what we're working on? Some people need to feel the yang. They've been feeling the yin too long. That's what it feels like. It's time to give people the yang. It's time to cut people off. It's time to, hey, I've been nice for mad long. We're not going to keep doing this. I'm not going to keep doing this with you. Happy new moon, Geechee. Happy eclipse. That's what we're doing? I never heard my dog make that noise before. And he sleep. What the fuck? That just scared me. Hey, Dre. How you doing? Did y'all hear that? I'm doing a fast from people who don't serve me. Ashe, as you should. As you should. So we're going to expand on that a little bit more. You did hear that? That was weird. And he sleep. I don't know what that is. What he doing over there? My man's over there feeling the new moon. My dog is a Gemini. And he's a Gemini stellium too. So ain't no telling. Okay, so we got the World card. Learning to trust the universe and your decisions, especially as you do this retreat, and it starts telling you to do certain things and be around certain kind of people, different and stuff like that. Start trusting, and I promise you, you felt that. You thought he was straight. I felt it too. That's why I was like, at first I didn't know it was him. I'm looking like, where is this coming from? Reveal yourself. I'm scared. That was weird. I never heard that noise come out of my dog before. But yeah. So, learning how to trust the universe. I'll say, like, personally from experience, what I'm saying, let the, flow with that first thought. Like, once you start tapping into the energy you want to tap into, you feel good about it, and it feels just, and it feels like it's in alignment with the scales of my yacht, and, it's in alignment with your moral code and stuff like that, but it's still protecting you and giving you that darkness that you need to feel protected, and spoken up for and stuff like that. Once you feel like you're in that space, let that joint lead the way. Because it's going to tell you to do certain things that you normally wouldn't do and say things that you normally wouldn't say. So when you're in certain energy exchanges, your mind will be like, nah, we're going to walk away from this, or nah, let that go. Let this go. Go with that. And even in your mind, you might be arguing that down. Like, I don't want to do that to that person. I don't want to do this to this. I don't want to do that to that. But do it. And you're going to see their reaction. Hey, Rob. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for liking the screen. Hey, Jessie. Hey, Goddess. I thought I saw Mask Off Crowns on up there for a second, but you're gonna see their reaction, and so when you see their reaction, they're gonna give that. Do you see anything about your partner? I might be talking about your partner right now. It's one of the people you gotta retreat from. Yes, I appreciate you, Rob. I see you in here. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Ron. Hey, Boogie. Empowerment. If what I said made you think about your partner for you to ask me, then you already know the answer, sis. Empowerment in the middle. Peace, peace. You laughing? It be like that though. Like, I know she not. Your spirit already told you who I was talking about. You ain't even had to ask me. But okay, so the Sephiroth for you to focus on is your Tippereth, which is your heart. Now, I was talking about the Tippereth heavy last Sunday service, because this is the Sephiroth that all of your Sephiroths go to. All of them have a way to the Tippereth, which is your heart. That's when you get that image of the heart that's on fire, especially in like Christianity and stuff. And they say, oh, the way through the Holy Ghost is through the sun. The Tippereth is ruled by the sun. The Leo house is the 5th house. It's in the middle. That's the heart on fire. So you got to get through the sun, your heart, to get to the God. Okay, so that's what that means. And so, you're working on your Tippereth, your 6th sphere. This is the balance between your Javora coming back. Oh, so you be mad nice to your partner. You be letting your partner get away with stuff. You too busy on the mercy side, because the Javora is the mercy Sephiroth, and that's the kindness. That's the, hey, Naga, peace, peace to the God. It's always a good time when the brother is around. So you have that Jabora, which is the mercy, and that's when you overgiving or over understanding. That's like that coddling mom, and I'll never da 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 da, and it's okay, and blah 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 blah. And then you have your I said it backwards. It's your chesed. that is giving and kindness. It's your Jabora that brings the restriction. That's the, the discipline and And Tippereth is in the middle. Like, you should have a balance of both. Nobody should be just receiving kindness. At some point in time, you got to bring the boundaries in. At some point in time, you got to learn how to tell people, no, not right now. I don't have the capacity for that. I can't show up for that. I can't do this over here. I can do it, but not exactly like that. You have to, protect yourself. And that's the balance that Tippereth brings. So that's probably what you need to retreat on and work on, especially between that sun in the Libra scales and Jupiter and Gemini. So we got to tap in more into the Jabora over here. That's what she's saying. Okay, so now we're going to see what chakra. Apple, you still here with me? Because you next. I only got one more card to pull for Ladybug. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Hey, Curry, Johnny, and Kimberly. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Ooh, you're in your crown chakra. Your destiny. Some people trying to knock you off your square, trying to get you off your path. Be mindful of that. Certain energy does come around. Personifications of equal opposite energy. Sometimes people are personified resistance. Some people are personified blockages, distractions. They come in personified form. That's why when we listen to the story of the gods, they always explain the gods and nature and energy as humans. The humanizing. You are a humanized force of nature. And the force of nature is way bigger than your body. Okay? Your body is just a little blimp of your aura. Your aura big as shit. Your aura is like 10 years from now. And your body over here in 2024. That's why you over there having dreams of futuristic shit like new earth, this, that, and the third. Yeah, because your aura all the way over there. It seems like spiritual warfare because it is. It is. And it's time to bring that Lilith out so that your chesed can be kind in the flowers again. Retreat. I would love to have you on our show, A New Wave of Thinking. I love your dedication and commitment. Oh, absolutely. I would love that. And I really appreciate the offer. Yes. I would love that. Thank you. Thank you. So here's your last card for you. Fair treatment. In order to receive that from other people, you have to give it to yourself. Definitely have to give it to yourself. But we love fair treatment. We want to be treated fairly. You know what I'm saying? You got to give it to yourself. So we're going to start off with the retreat. You're going to trust the universe. You're going to let the universe tell you what to do. I know you don't want to let go of this person and that person in this situation and that thing, but we're going to do that anyway. Apple, did you tell me you were here? Because I am ready for you. I'm going to give Apple a moment to respond. Simonia, Doe, Tracy, hello. Hey, Godbolt. Hey, Shine Bright. Anybody else want their cards pulled for them as well? Maybe she'll come back. I'm trying to scroll up to see. Maybe I overlooked it. But I do not see it. Little Dipper Dust. Me too. You would like one? Empowerment? Okay, I got you. Hey, Mrs. Gay. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Lonely. Akshita Veda is who I am. Ah, Ashay. It's nice to meet you. You're welcome. So we're going to start with empowerment and then Little Dipper, you're next, okay? I got you. Just sit with me, bear with me. We all hear each other's readings at the same place and time for a reason. And Apple, if you come back, I will get to you. Just let me know when you come back. Peace to the God King, Naganetter. Ashe. Like, right? I was like, okay, Naga came through. Okay. That's a big deal. Hey, Taurus Yamoa. Sunshine 111. Peace. I'm Sunshine too. I'm a Life Path 11. Nice to meet you. You're welcome, Ladybug. Oh, Apple? Okay. All right, we're going to do Apple next because she's been here. And then empowerment, I got you. And then Little Dipper, you're next. Thank you for receiving me, Ladybug. All right, Apple, this one is for you. We're going to open you up. We want one. Okay, I got you, Tyree. I got you after Little Dipper. And then I'm going to move into the elements. And then anybody else that comes in, y'all want to read in while I'm doing the elements, I'll do you guys after the elements. Okay, Makuna, Apple, you on a journey, my love. You want to focus on your Mercurian placement and your Uranus. We talked about Mercury being over there in Libra, Virgo energy. So invoking and harvesting the things that, balance that you want in your space, justice and truth. That's what's happening in the transit. Now focus on your personal Mercury and how that aligns with what's happening as a collective. Uranus, we talked about Uranus too, being over there in Taurus, providing progressive pushes in our heart chakra, sense of business and value, what we see business and value in, how we obtain it and maintain it, forgiveness, levels of love and all that fun stuff. So you want to focus on your Mercury and your Uranus. In alignment with that, we have you at a 16. That's 1 to 6. That's knowledge with equality. Also bring you with the Ketters and back to Tippereth knowledge. Bring that knowledge to your heart. That alignment of your mindset and your heart set is heavy there. That brings you to 7, closer to God, with that alignment of the mind and heart. Receive with grace and gratitude. I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all for y'all patience too, and giving grace while other people are receiving your readings and all of that. I appreciate it. Hey Daniel, I don't know how long you've been there, but my bad if I didn't notice you right away. So you on a journey. That's what we harvesting. You got the reverse 6 of Pentacles. So be mindful while you're on your journey of being irresponsible with how you spend your gifts, how you spend your money, how you spend your things. So I guess that's what we're working on, the progressive push in your heart chakra. You are powerful. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So that's what we're working on. Over pouring, over giving, just dancing. And it's happiness here, but it can be a little irresponsible. So you want to make sure that you're being responsible in that space. Nature and, the celestial bodies is probably pushing you in certain ways to find your responsibilities, your responsible self. Oh, you got the ad. Okay, peace. And that's okay. That's a part of the journey, we have all these gifts and we have all these materials and we have, these different things and tangible and non-tangible. And, we can get a little careless with how we pour them out, you know what I'm saying? And then sometimes that can lead to some level of burnout, draining yourself, and you want to be mindful of that, definitely. The reverse lovers card. Is that where we're at with it? Giving too much to somebody else. Overpouring. There's not a balanced relationship here. It's something a little. Thank you for the mushroom. Thank you for the stuff. Why you got? Oh, that's the gift thing. I was like, why you got a mushroom next to you? But yeah, you got the reverse lovers card. So there's like an imbalance here in your interpersonal relationships. Probably from, the result of that over giving and overextending. So you probably be doing it in action, but in mindset, it's like, yeah, I'm over here. I don't care about it. Expanded abundance among us. Yes, you know it. For those of you guys who don't know, I also make positive affirmation music. So you guys can check me out on all streaming platforms. Sunshine Monie L. Abundance is one of the songs that I have. And so I thank you so much for the gifts, Wayne. That is love. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. You a real one, Wayne. Did you want to read it, my love? Okay, so the Sephiroth you're going to focus on, Apple, is Malkuth, your earth. You're grounding yourself. So we got to bring you back into reality. You've been over here in your head, in your thoughts, in hypothetical situations, in your emotional self, everywhere but actually what's happening. So when you meditate, when you focus, when you ground, I want you to be here and I want you to be practical. If you have dreams and goals and stuff like that, I want you to start putting them in practical daily steps. And that's probably the part of your Mercury you need to focus on, is your daily routine and your habits and the application of those things and not just the thought of it. So that's what you want to focus on, is your earthly self, grounding yourself, bringing yourself to the physical plane. Now we're going to focus on what chakra. You heard that noise Scooby made? Oh, that shit was weird.
Just now?
A few minutes ago.
You too. All right.
I don't know. He was asleep though. He was howling. Complacency in your root chakra. So be mindful of complacency. Mm. What's going on with you? You good? You want to talk? Um, yeah. It's like I don't know. This song started. I don't know if y'all familiar with Tyler the Creator, but the 911 song started playing in my head. Like the loudest one in the room is the loneliest one in the room. So you're giving, you come off with this jolly energy and pour and pour and pour, but it's coming from like a sad place. And uh yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay, I got you, Wayne. I see you up there. Thank you for the gifts. Your music is super dope. Thank you, Empowerment. I appreciate it. I love my music. That is that's my joy. My apologies. I don't know if I gave you the wrong pronoun. I was just chatting. I wasn't thinking about it. My apologies. It's never my intention to disrespect. Wayne just became the number 5 member. I know that's right. Thank you. No, that's the name of the song. Oh, the artist. Oh, she. Oh, that's the song that popped up you. That's the song. That's what it's called. Be mindful of being complacent in your root chakra. But we are going to focus on our root chakra. Coming to a space. A grounding is the practicality. But we're not here to stay here, though. You don't stay there and bring yourself down. You're supposed to connect both. You know what I'm saying? They're not here to fight each other. They're here to work together hand in hand. And you got the fair treatment card, too. So, fairness between the physical and the non-physical realm is key there. That's what they're not here. It's not like, oh, I gotta live in the physical world, so I can't have these things, I can't have these dreams, I have these goals. Hopefully you listen to that part where it's like, write them down and make them practical. You don't have to do away with them. Like, they don't have to fight each other. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to fight each other. They shouldn't fight each other. I'm a Cancer dealing with a Taurus. Do you see this working out? I would get into your other placements. Like, what's y'all life path numbers? You know what I'm saying? Are y'all life path numbers aligned, or are y'all moving against each other in y'all life paths? Also, in the life path numbers, you could see, the periods of time where y'all would be intertwined, and y'all can see why y'all came across each other's paths to begin with. And then you can also see where y'all might be more parallel than perpendicular. You're welcome, Apple. I appreciate the trust, definitely. Empowerment, you're next. And then I have Dusty Dipper. I don't know if I said your name wrong. That's how I remembered it in my head. And then I have Tyree, and then Wayne, I have you. I'm a 5, she's a 1, and he's a 1. Excuse me. I'm a 5, he's a 1. So you going to walking in the power of your truth. You know what I'm saying? Adventures and stuff. And he's a cardinal energy. That can work. Y'all can work together. The key for y'all together, 5 and 1 is 6, and that's equality. That's coming into the Tipperary. So I see why y'all got together. Y'all can make it work if y'all know how to do it. You walking in the power of your truth, and you allowing him to be a leader and be independent and things like that. Don't be too dependent on him, because then he'll start becoming cynical of you, because the ones don't like that. Ones like to be needed, but they don't like codependency. They like interdependence. You know what I'm saying? So be mindful of that. But yeah, it's just mindful of like when y'all can't get your minds to match, because 1 is very powerful mentally and 5 is very powerful mentally too. So if y'all don't agree on something, y'all got to learn how to agree to disagree. That's the biggest thing. And then you a Cancer with the 5. So, you walking in the power of your truth in that spiritual realm. And he's a 1 with the Taurus, so he's more so being that cardinal energy in business and the physical, and he like the things. You know what I'm saying? Did I say that backwards? He's a Taurus, right? He's the Taurus 1. Yeah, he the Taurus 1. Yeah. So it's more so like business with, that. So I could see how y'all could work. I could definitely see how y'all work. Now, when his money funny, please leave that man alone. he mean. You said my life path number is a 6, so you're working on your equality in this space. You're working on your equality within this space. Wayne, I'm a Libra with a life path 7. So your 7 is God. That's the Libra scales. That's my yacht. So damn, you're a Libra with a 7? You be getting tested, don't you? Your goal is to keep your heart as light as a feather at all times. I know people be testing you, be coming at you, and you gotta just take a breath and, just deal. But also learn to be decisive, make a decision. Don't be caught up in the middle all the time. All the time, man. Yeah, that's your experience. Everybody coming at you crazy. You gotta be the bigger person at all times. Make a game out of it. Be like, oh, this is level 23. Let's fight. And then, do the things. You make it fun for yourself so you can get through it. Because Libra with a life path 7 is wild. All right, so empowerment, I got you next, my love. We're gonna do this spread for you. Then again, Dipper, if you're still here, please comment in the comment. Let me know you're here. Tyree, I see you over there. And then Wayne, I got you right after. Okay, I see you, Little Dipper. Thank you for the love, Bear Daniel. You're a real one. Okay, you got ayahuasca empowerment, rebirth. You are in a space of rebirth. And you got it at a 5-0. So walking in the power of your truth in the cipher. Weed and Damiano, my brownies, heart and power. That's my favorite thing to say when I'm performing too. I got Damiana and marijuana, my brownies. That's why Virgo Sun is my favorite song. So when you're dealing with the rebirth, this is the planets that you want to deal with. You want to deal with your Pluto. Pluto deals with transformation, your solar plexus chakra. You want to deal with your Jupiter. Jupiter brings you closer to the oracle and sage, your sacral chakra, your nervous system. And then you want to deal with Neptune, which brings you to your subconscious and your Akashic records and stuff like that. So you're going to the deep waters. You're not doing no surface level spiritual stuff. You are being called to go deep. You know what I'm saying? You're going far. Right now, Pluto is sitting in our root chakra as a collective in that Capricorn energy. And so if you notice, Pluto's creating transformations to our infrastructure in all things. Our infrastructure as a childhood, how our public school system was, the cartoons and the movies we grew up on, even the actors and the actresses that played in it, the music we listened to growing up, the society that we grew up in, the government we grew up in, the corporations that have been in charge, all this stuff that's sitting in our root chakras as societies, as nations, as races, as ethnicities, as families, all that stuff is experiencing a transformation with Pluto and Capricorn. Right now, Jupiter, we talked about Jupiter being over there in Gemini, providing expansion and joy in community endeavors, wanting to go that route. You know what I'm saying? Neptune is over there in his home space in Pisces. So the Akashic record wormhole, if you will, is very open right now. Thank you for subscribing, Wayne. I appreciate you. Thank you. So that whole wormhole is really open right now, and that's why you have a lot of people having spiritual experiences, whether they're aware of them or not. A lot of deja vu happening, a lot of people having spiritual awakenings, people moving the spiritual route, and everybody has a spirit. It's just when you start to focus more on your spiritual self than the physical world, and you start realizing, oh, I want to have I want my spirit to have a physical experience rather than I want my physical body to have a spiritual experience. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. But you're undergoing this rebirth, so you are being asked, and then when you look at the images, you see the DNA strand. So it's coming to your like physical and your spiritual DNA. You got the wise woman, unfolding it. You got the baby and the divine womb, but it's also a soiled agricultural womb. It also has the DNA strands going around it. So it's like a heavy rebirth that you are experiencing. Align those transit planets with your personal, the Pluto, Jupiter, and Neptune. Okay, so your transformations, your Akashic records, your subconscious and your dreams, and your expansion, the energy you're getting from the oracle. So now we're going to expand on that rebirth that you're experiencing. Ella Boss, 69. Thank y'all for the likes. I really appreciate y'all. It was a good day today. Okay, I have a reverse 9 of Pentacles. So 9 is the number of completion and a number of wholeness. This individual right now here, now he's doing a good job juggling the physical world, the physical realm, but the issue is he's not as like calm, cool, and collected as the individual on the other side. You know what I'm saying? So you're doing it. I see you doing it. The universe see you doing it. You're getting it done. But it's kind of like that. Work smart, work hard. rhetoric or whatever. Like, you're getting it done, but is that the best way to do it though? You know what I mean? And that's where the rebirth is coming in, going into those deep waters, because your spirit know the spiritual, quote unquote, spiritual way of doing things is going to, be way different, and it's going to help you juggle that physical world a whole lot better than what you've been doing. Just allow yourself to go into that and have those experiences and put them in your aura, because it's going to attract what you need. I promise you, it always does. Always does. It's me sounding crazy, but it always does. And then 9 is the number of birth. So you're giving birth to these physical things through your spiritual self. Just trust that. Hey, psychic medium, how you doing, beloved? Welcome to the Hump Day readings. Oh, so you on your 9s. I love 9s. You on your 9. So not only are you in the 9 of Pentacles, but you're in your 9 of Chalices upright. So in the spiritual realm of things, like, we're good on here. We just need to learn how to communicate it in the physical. That's what it is. So we good over here with the nurturing and the, doing things and stuff like that. Keep going. So and let them connect. These two 9s should not be at war with each other. They should complement each other. It's not the physical world versus the non-physical world. It's not, it's not tangible versus intangible. It's a divine connection between the two. And that's what you deserve. You know what I'm saying? That's what we all deserve. So, allow yourself to have both of them. You don't have to be at war with yourself. You don't have to be at war with certain things. Because you want to go more so, to your higher self or your higher chakras. Both of them should be allowed to exist simultaneously. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here with all these Sephiroths if they were supposed to fight each other. All right. You want to expand on it? Oh, no, I expanded on it already. I don't know why we went there. We're going to go to the Sephiroth deck. Thank you for the like. Happy new moon and happy eclipse, psychic medium. Do you like how you spent this Virgo Libra energy? Has it been going well for you so far? Yesad, you got another 9 on me. Okay. So are you a manifester? Are you a harvester? You told me that your life path number was a 6, correct? I have been feeling everything. Yeah, I've been really happy. But I was born on a Virgo new moon. So yeah, I've been really happy. I know it's Libra on the tropical, but it's still Virgo on the Vedic. But my moon I was born on was Virgo on the Vedic and the tropical Virgo. But yeah, I've been feeling really happy, really upbeat. I got a lot of energy right now. But Yesod, the divine womb. So this card right here is like a nice connection, letting you know, like what I just said on the Sephiroth. Oh, you have a Virgo moon too? Okay, wait, see. So this is like, when you look at the Sephiroth, it's like literally showing you like you have a physical womb, but it's a divine connection where you see how all of them connect back up to the Ketters or whatever. So this is a nice like midway between the above and below. Hey Sean, peace. Hey Jonathan, hey Jojo. The above and below, the physical and non-physical. So they both need to go into the womb. They both deserve to be given life, at the same time. You've been needing a lot of rest, so focus on your side. That's the Sephiroth you want to focus on. That's Jupiter and Pisces on the astrological chart, having that realm of expansion and abundance sitting in the laws of Ma'at. Also joy and creativity in the laws of Ma'at. I needed a lot of rest last week. Last week leading up to today, I was very lethargic, but we also were like clouds on top of clouds too. And I'm very much in alignment with the weather. Like if the sun not out, I'm probably not out as much as I would like to be. I'm a Leo rising, so my auric energy is like in tune with, is the sun out? The sun not out. I think I manifested abundance with a second job, but only getting 3 hours of sleep a day. Okay, so there's an imbalance there. You're a Gemini rising. So you're a Libra. I remember you said you were a Libra sun, a Virgo moon, and a Gemini rising. So It's interesting. And you're a life path 7. So yeah, finding that Libra Scorpio cusp, yeah, people be testing you. That reality is wild. But you nurture being in that space of service, that moral and integral code in your moon. You know, that's that Virgo moon that's supposed to keep that sun energy like, listen, we know what this is. Oh, your life path 7 here as well. Okay, cool. That's the number of God. That's the number of the scales. Law, justice, and truth, and you're a Virgo rising. Ooh, okay. So yeah, that moral and integral code, how balanced you are in that, how much people can feed off of that. People be like, oh, this person a giver, this person gonna give, or oh, this person's not a giver, or your intellect is in your aura. People can feel your or that. You probably feel like a teacher. You probably feel like, like, oh, this lady got the information. We're gonna go up to her. Like, and it's usually kids. Allow kids to tell you what your energy feel like. They gonna tell you a whole bunch of Virgo stuff. Cancer sun, Aquarius moon. So you have a lot of Cancer experiences. So you get a lot of experiences to nurture people, to be in that space, to utilize that intuitive energy. And then you actually nurture with detachment. That can be kind of heavy, being a Virgo rising and an Aquarius moon at the same time. Because that Virgo and Cancer, I could see those like getting along in the nurturing, giving department. Then I can also see the Cancer and Aquarius getting along with the get the fuck out my face. So just having a balance between it is key, because that could be kind of crazy, being water and air at the same time. Being water and air at the same time. All right, empowerment. Here is your chakra card. Hey Randy, hey Jonathan. Acceptance. Putting a sense of acceptance in your root chakra is key. That'll help you with these 9s, especially like what you give birth to. It's crazy. You pulled out a 9 of Pentacles and 2 9 of Cup cards today. 3 9s. So like, I don't know if you're a manifester, but like, you definitely bringing some stuff into fruition. Again, focus on your Pluto, your Jupiter, and your Neptune in that space. Aligning your physical and non-physical self. And now I'm gonna give you a divination card, and then Dipper, I got you next. I really do heal my partners. I found that out with the Pisces Aquarius cusp I'm dealing with. Believed, and that is a superpower. Scorpios have that kind of thing about them, you being on the cusp and all. Everybody's getting fair treatment. Why? You guys are not balanced. Or maybe this is just a Libra energy on all of us. But yeah, your physical and emotional self, they both deserve fair treatment. They both deserve fair treatment. They both deserve acceptance. You know what I'm saying? Accept both sides of yourself. They're both very important, and you have the power to feel joy and abundance and expansion in both of them. So allow yourself to have that, because you deserve it. Rebirth into that mindset of, yeah, I deserve to have both, and I'm going to have both. You got the Virgo moon and your Draconic. Okay, so your soul's experience is in that space of equality and servitude and the moral and integral code that gotta be kept. So sometimes you gotta tap into that work body. My reading is so on point. You're welcome. Thank you. Aquarius moon 6th house. That brings you back to that Virgo energy. You need an equilibrium of that Cancer. Hey Miguel, that Cancer and that Aquarius. And then that's crazy, because the 11th house is the Aquarius house. That's crazy. Yeah. All 3 of them just need to be balanced. I call it woman manifestation. I like that. I'm also an Aquarius. My North Node is an Aquarius. That's the only Aquarius placement I got. That's the direction that I'm trying to learn how to move into. I don't even know what that means. Y'all are so unique and stuff like that. Even the descriptions you read about Aquarius, I'd be like, I don't know what to do with this North Node, Lord, but we're going to figure it out. Help. Now, I've seen some people I've met a lot of people that are opposite of me. Like their North Node is in Leo and their South Node is in Aquarius. So I'd be asking them questions like, what kind of energy are you coming from? And where do you see yourself going? I am also an Aquarius. 8K. Thank you. I want to tap into my 8th house in Capricorn. So that's your house of transformation and rebirth. That's your house of power. And it's in Capricorn. So being a manager, creating some type of infrastructure and some law. You work in law enforcement, or you create some kind of law, or like even some type of militant type energy. I don't know where you are at, like politically wise, but no matter what faction of politics you are, whether public, private, or you're like a celestial enforcer. Leo, Mercury, and Venus. My Mercury and Venus are in Leo on the Vedic chart. So I have those experiences, but that's not where my thoughts are. My thoughts are on Virgo. My Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Venus are all in Virgo. Having that Leo, Mercury, and Venus, that's probably like the energy that I give off to people. Hey, Blackwood, of like, being in charge. Some people be interpreting me as very combative on Facebook, but I really don't. I really be in my Virgo shit and my thoughts. And then other people be like, what? But, not really taking opinions too well, not really taking, sometimes not even listening to yourself and matters of the heart and business and stuff like that. But like, being opinionated but not wanting opinions, being confident, courageous, creative, be mindful of the dramatics. There's a time and place for it. Like I like to use my Leo energy when I'm on stage or when I'm here doing this, you know what I'm saying? Or when I'm reading books, stuff like that. But like if I'm having like an actual like energy exchange with somebody, I don't want to tap into my Leo energy. I want to be regular with you. I want to chill, I want to relax. But be mindful of that that fire and the all about me, I. When you're communicating with people and stuff like that, which is something I have to learn. I had to learn on the Vedic level of like, when I was younger, I like to talk. It's all the Virgo energy. I love to talk. My Mars is in Gemini. My Jupiter's in my Jupiter's in Leo. What was it in Gemini? Oh, my Vesta. My Mars and my Vesta are in Gemini. So I love it there. But, learning how to, share the microphone. That was something that was big for me. I had to learn how to chill on that energy, that Mars and Gemini. North Node in Gemini, so you're moving to being more community oriented, and that's probably where that equality energy is coming from, because you have to learn how to be around your community in order to be a community, to be in that North Node. So in order to do that, you have to have a balance of my need for solitude and detachment and being rebellious, sometimes a rebel without a cause, because I have a son and my son is an Aquarius moon, and oh my God, I'm not okay. And so sometimes, but then also knowing when to be, nurturing and being present and being there is a big thing. But yeah, moving into that North Node is what's going to bring you success. That's what you're going to be known for. You're a community person. And that's why that Leo, that Mercury and Venus are in Leo. Yep. So you're set up to be a community leader. So you have like some mayor capacity, some type of like public speaking. I can see you being a campaign manager, if not the person that's campaigning. But definitely, I told you earlier, like you got that teacher energy. Like people won't feel that energy off of you. Like this is the person we need to go to for the information. This person got the stuff. Like people could feel that from you. That's what you give off. Yeah, Mars and Saturn and Scorpio. That means that's where your power is. It's like, yeah, you're supposed to be in the podium, sis. Yeah, leadership energy, heavy. Okay, Sean, I got you. I have to get into the modalities. So I have Dipper next, and then I have Tyrene, and then I want to get into my first element. I want to get into at least one element, and then Sean, I got you. Oh no, I got Wayne. So I'm gonna get into my first element, and then I got Wayne, and then because he's been waiting so patiently, and then I got you, Sean. Thank you for the hearts. Heard, bet. So, Dipper, are you still with me? My bad. I went on a tangent about other people's placements. But if you're still with me, let's pull some cards for you. The devil has my back. All right, we're starting off with ancient memory. You are on the 3s, my love. So we're tapping into our ancient memories, tapping into our understanding. You want to focus on the Sun and Mercury, which currently are both in Libra energy and Virgo Vedic, constellation, but invoking things into your experience. You know what I'm saying? Invoking that celestial ancient energy into your experience, being present with your experience, but knowing that you have the power to manifest what you got on your own. And then that ancient memory, when you memorize the things, so you memorize what you do and how you get it done. Thank you so much for the gifts, Wayne. You're a real one. Thank you. You can create. You're the creator of your space, and you always have been. And when you go into your ancient memories, you have the ability to discern what it is that you want to create and what you don't want to create. Thank you, brother. I appreciate your positive vibes. You're a real one too. Peace, peace. So now we're going to expand on it. Let's expand. Ooh, we got the Eight of Cups. I like this card because it's like Cups is always dealing with spirituality and emotions. And then it's like you rising above. See how on the other side you could have been falling and tripping over your feelings and stuff like that, but that's not you. You are rising above all of them falling cups. And you're trusting, your head is up, the chin is up high. We just going in here. And you're at an 8. So this is a space of power and transformation. Heavy here. Okay. So again, you have the power to create your space, to create your reality. What it is that you want, you know what I'm saying? You can manifest those things. So now we're going to expand on it a little bit more before we get to your Sephiroth and your desired chakra. Empress, peace, peace. I appreciate you. I will be in touch with you. Yes, please feel free to message me. Am I following you? Let me make sure I favorited you and stuff like that. I don't even know if I could do that when I'm streaming, but I could do that when we're gonna be in touch. I got you. I ain't gonna forget about you. As soon as I get off here, make sure I'm following you and stuff. But yeah, message me so we can talk about the things. All right, Little Dipper. I have a 9 of Swords. So don't beat yourself up too much on the intellect of things. In our emotions, we are powerful in things. You don't know everything. It's okay if you mess up. It's okay if certain things don't come into. We are connected on Facebook. All right. So it's okay if you don't know everything. It's okay if certain things don't go your way on things and stuff like that. But yeah, you're coming into a space where like we're gonna get here. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get here and we're gonna get so well versed and so comfortable here, you know what I'm saying, that it's gonna come. But like don't and I see your diligence. I feel your diligence. I feel the confidence and stuff like that. So don't let these random moments bring you to this. You know what I'm saying? Stay here. Like, okay, yeah, I didn't know that. I kind of messed that up real quick, but I'm gonna stay here with it. You know what I'm saying? Stay in that energy because this is what's creating. You know what I'm saying? So be mindful of that. Don't be beating yourself up because you are still learning and it's a learning experience. And you don't want to like compare your intellect with somebody who's been doing this for mad long. Somebody that's not even going to tell you that they still making the mistakes. Shit, I still make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I remember it was a few times I was doing somebody reading. I had did the birth dates wrong and stuff like that. And I just knew. And even though I did the birthdays wrong, they still got the reading and they was like, yo, it still resonated though. But it was like, I wanted to beat myself up about it. I had a couple times where people had told me that their readings didn't resonate with them, and I was beating myself up. And there's one lady, a couple of them, actually they all apologized to me later. But I had spent the whole 7 days beating myself up first. I was like, oh my God, they didn't like their reading. What did I do wrong? I'm never gonna read again. I'm gonna stay in the house. I'm not gonna go live. I'm not doing this. I'm about to go get a job. This is horrible. And then I got, messages later like, no, you know what? You just triggered me. I didn't really like what you were saying. I didn't like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I was spending all that time beating myself up, and I did not have to. So it's like now it's in a space like where even if you say it don't resonate, I'm still going to be on that 8 of Cups. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody got something they needed. I'm playing in my face no more. But it's okay. We learn. I'm still learning vocabulary of things as I'm on this plane. A lot of stuff I already had, like mentally and emotionally from my childhood. But being down here and learning from other people, I'm learning the vocabulary to things, the science behind things, the mathematics behind things. And it's like, oh, okay. When you put the physical, or you throw cards at me now, when you throw the physical, the groundedness to stuff, it makes sense now. And I'll be like, all right, cool. I'll be quiet. All right, so you want to focus on your temperament. Focus on that balance between your chesed and your jabora, giving yourself kindness and grace, understanding, you know what I'm saying? But also giving yourself that discipline. Like, okay, we fucked up. What are we going to do better? You know what I'm saying? That's the discipline, not beating yourself up and I hate it here and I'm not gonna. No, just like, all right, what are we going to do different? How are we gonna discipline ourselves to where like this don't happen again? We need new problems. We're not gonna keep having the same problems. Temperance on this deck of cards is Mercury in Aquarius. So learning to be revolutionary in what you invoke in your space. Coming back into that. Learning, to detach from some of the things that you've already created. You know what I'm saying? Not being too stuck on that in your daily routine and your code of things and stuff like that. Hey, you can also be speaking on social media because Aquarius also rules over social media and Mercury rules over talking. So you're also in your third eye with it with creation. See, more energy, more confirmation, like your emotional self, your spiritual self, that 8 of Cups, like you're creating your reality and stuff like that. So when you spend too much time focusing on the negative aspects of things and stuff like that, you're creating that too. You're creating that too. Hey, Dice, peace. You working on it? Okay, cool. Just give yourself affirmations. Speak life into yourself. Always speak life into yourself. Always. Be nice. Be your best friend. Be your cheerleader. Be your number one fan. Be all those things so that when other people come around, it don't matter what they're doing or what they're not doing. It doesn't affect you and where you stand with yourself. You got the fair treatment too, y'all. Okay, so everybody's getting fair treatment. Okay. That is so funny. All right. Everybody need fair treatment today. Y'all need to start treating yourselves fairly. That's where we're at. That's the reading I got for you, Little Dipper. Okay, Tyree, you ready? Wayne, I got you after Tyree, and then Sean, I got you. You're welcome, love. All right, Tyree, we're gonna start off with the theme of your reading. Thank you for the gifts, Wayne. I appreciate you. Thank you. That's love. I got bouquets on bouquets of roses. You love it here. Yep. You hear? Okay. Hey, Shauna. Okay, you got the blue lotus. We're dealing with our intuition. Of course, we're dealing with our intuition with you. What else would we be doing? But you got the blue lotus here. This is 5, walking in the power of your truth. You see the sun and the moon together. You know what I'm saying? And then you got all four elements here. You got the cup overflowing. You got the smoky air and the beautiful clouds going inward. The cup is overflowing into the waters. You got, the earth, all the greenery of the earth. You got the fire of the planets and all the things in the middle. You want to focus on the sun and the moon. So you were the whole eclipse today. You was downloading the whole shebang today. That's where we at with the sun and moon, and we both know that the sun and moon are in Libra, Virgo energy today. Finding balance on your moral and integral code, finding law, justice, and truth, and your daily routine. Your habits. You have found a new love for Blue Lotus. Ashe. Your experience and your inexperience should be balanced. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Tammy. Yes, Libra. Mm-hmm. 7 of Swords. So 7 is that number of God. Then the swords bring us to a space of knowledge. And this is a reverse. So my man's is kind of like at peace, but a little deviant with the knowledge, having that balance between light and dark. You know what I'm saying? Divinely protected. He got his swords wrapped around him. So he arms himself with this intellect. He arms himself with the 7 of intellect. That intuition. and you could utilize that for good and bad. He seemed like he got some up his sleeve, though, a little trickery. And ain't nothing wrong with being a trickster. You have all these facets of yourself for a reason, and a trickster is definitely in it. So don't do away with that self just because somebody in society told you, oh, we should kill that part of ourselves. No, you don't. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here with it. You're learning to balance that part of yourself. All parts of self need balance, because sometimes that trickster need to pull up. When you're in a room of certain kind of people, you need certain kind of things done. You gotta know how to talk in those rooms that speak that language. It's like, don't like to hustle people, but when you go to a flea market, what you gonna do? When you go to, auctions and stuff like that, you gonna let somebody hustle you? No. Paying overpriced stuff. No, we're not doing that. You gotta learn how to talk in those rooms without feeling like you're giving up your like moral integral code, because you're not. Balance. Balance between the light and dark. Underworld Mystic, what up with you? How you been, friend? We got the Devil card. We got the Devil card. So we're very well versed with the trickster energy. We're getting there with the dark side of Libra. Talked about the cloudy side of Libra earlier today. But being mindful of being overindulging in that space, you know what I'm saying? That's why we got the sun and moon there and your intuitive energy there. But you might be feeling that Lilith energy heavy in your space, especially with that sun and moon card. Yeah, and that's okay. Balance is key here. Hey Kieran, hey Rennie. I got you're Tipperef too. So everybody's following their heart today. Got the Tipperef, giving you the balance between the Chesed and the Jabora. So make sure you have a balance sitting there between your mercy and your discipline distractions. She's also in Libra. Yeah. So be mindful of that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that balance between kindness and nurturing and all that stuff. But don't forget, sometimes you gotta pull out that Seven of Swords. Sometimes you gotta pull out that Double guard. Ain't nothing wrong with it. That's why we have Tippereth in the middle. Where your heart at? Make sure your heart light. Perception. Oh, and I put a heart chakra card for you. So how are you perceiving different situations? How are you perceiving different interactions and energy exchanges and things like that? How you perceive things is determining how you interact and act, and if you're using your light or dark side. So sometimes it's your perception that needs to be healed. Sometimes we misperceive things. Sometimes we want to perceive things a certain kind of way to justify our behavior or mindsets and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I was just thinking self-compassion. But yeah, we're definitely sitting in the heart chakra with this one. Hey, Miss Sunshine. Hey, Wayne. Hello, welcome back. You are next, sir. I'm glad you came back, because you came back right in time. You are the person in charge. I got the 1 and 7 card for you, for your divination card. You are the one in charge. There's nobody else in charge but you. You got the 1, the leadership, 7 of the Libra scales. Bring you back to that scale, that God energy again. Ultimately, is 8 is power. 8 is power. Nobody's in charge but you. Can't nobody come around here and boss you around or do any of the things. Be mindful of that. Somebody try to try you or whatever, because it will happen or whatever. Just be mindful of their perception. Be mindful of yours. You know what I'm saying? Tap into that sun and moon intuition. Be balanced in your experience. Like, I'm experiencing this person getting me fucked up. Now, what is their perception? And what is my perception of this event? You know what I'm saying? Yes, the motives behind the action gets overlooked. Exactly. And we need to look at both. We need to look at the sun and the moon. All right, Wayne, it's your turn. I really appreciate your patience. I appreciate 100 dozens of roses you have sent me, all the gifts. You are a 7 life path too. Oh yeah, you told me about that, because you're a Libra Scorpio cusp, right? So you walking in that power. you be in balance, keeping your heart light and stuff like that. Being mindful of the dramatics and walking around how Scorpios walking around with that stinger first. You don't want to do that. Oh, you throwing cards at me? Let me see what card you just threw at me. Conduit. Okay, you a conduits. I have the Amanita mushroom, 4-2. That's the foundation and the balance with that for foundation or wisdom. You know what I'm saying? You want to focus on your Neptune, your Pluto, and your Mercury. So we talked about Neptune being over there in Pisces energy. So there's like this whole portal open right now with the Akashic records and your subconscious and your dreams. You see that awakening happening right now. And then we have Pluto sitting over there in Capricorn, creating transformations and stuff in our infrastructure. And how the things that we've built our lives upon, our society, our childhood, our families, our businesses, our capitalism, our way of doing things. It's all experiencing that transformation with Pluto. And then Mercury is over there in Libra, providing righteousness, truth, law, justice to our invocation and our harvesting space. This is definitely reaping what you sow, but reaping what you sow in alignment with Maya, law, justice, and truth. So if you're not in that realm of reaping what you sow, then your car gonna get plucked or whatever, and you're a conduit in between that. And that's why you're here to learn that Libra balance, because you're like the middle ground energy between the yin and the yang. You know what I'm saying? So it's important for you to be balanced. It's like we're depending on you and your stories with your 7 Libras energy. Okay, so we're going to expand on you. Let's see. Where is Wayne the Conduit at? Oh, you got the Queen of Swords? Oh, Queen of Wands, but you got yours upright. So again, coming back to that energy of inaction and movement in space and time, your energy exchanges and stuff like that, you stay kind. You stay giving. You know what I'm saying? The other person, they're going to try to do other things, and then they're going to try to label you because of how you acting and reacting. And that's because they don't understand. Your energy come from higher up, what you're doing and the transformation you're making by you standing your ground and that energy that you have. Hey, goddess, that's bigger than whatever nonsense they blowing your way. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You might inspire them to be a little bit more balanced. Like, bro, I was acting crazy around this person, and they was not tripping. Like, maybe I need to get my life together. You might invoke some kind of conversation, some apologies down the road or whatever. But you stay in your space. You know what I'm saying? Your reading is hitting home. Respect. Okay, you got the reverse 2 of chalices. So we're gonna practice on these Libra scales. We're gonna practice on this 7. You know what I'm saying? This is in the chalices, so it's more so dealing with the emotions. So even though your behavior may be on point, the wands, the actions, even though we know what to do, there was a strike of lightning. See, weird stuff is happening. Your emotions might still be all over the place. So you might have been like, I gave my composure, but when I went home, I started punching in the air. And I started saying, fuck this, fuck that. And I'm in my head talking mad shit and all that stuff like that. Be mindful of that, because that matters too. You know what I'm saying? Your actions could be all well and good, but if your mindset, your emotions there, you are affecting your auric body, and you can still keep attracting those interactions until your auric body is also in alignment with that balance. Because we don't do shit because we don't want to go to jail. Don't nobody want that in their Vedic chart. But, we still we can jail our emotions. We can jail our bodies. You know what I'm saying? Ourselves. The emotions, they be hitting the waters in our bodies real crazy. Start feeling that stuff in your chest. Start having digestive issues. Throat all fucked up and stuff. You don't want to do all that. Wake up. See, I wake up with a cold. Like, if I get really emotional and all that stuff bother me like that, I'll wake up with so much mucus in this area, I'll be pissed. That's all that Virgo energy I got. They like, yeah, you want to act up? I got it all in my face. That's when the Scorpio side takes over. I get nonchalant when I tap into the Libra side, start feeling it in my throat. Yep. Just make sure you're doing it not just in your actions, but make sure that balance carries out into your emotions, into your spirit, into your thoughts. It has to be at 100 for it to, your aura to start changing. What you actually attract, because we auric beings. So despite what your physical body is doing, that little blip in your existence, you know what I'm saying? Because that's all this body is. This is a blip in my existence. My auric body is so big, you know what I'm saying? I had to come down here to experience myself in the physical to see what this part of myself was doing. That's how big my aura is, you know what I'm saying? That's how big your aura is too. So, knowing that, realize like, okay, my physical body might be chill right now, but I know my aura is tripping, and I don't know what time and space my aura is in right now. I'm probably definitely going to get this energy again at some period of time because, I put it out there. Oh yeah, you told me that. Okay, so you have the Princess of Cups. This is Earth and Water, so you're dealing with your Malkuth. Again, your physical body is doing the things, but you just want to make sure your auric body is doing the things as well. You just want to align that. And this is Earth and Water. See, Earth and Water, physical and emotional, physical and spiritual. And then we're gonna see what chakra we want you to focus on in space and time. Sean, you next. You still with us? Ooh, wisdom to your heart chakra. I like that. You should have wisdom in your heart chakra at this point. Wisdom comes from when you keep exercising that knowledge and those different experiences and energy exchanges over and over again. And you just said your girl is a Pisces with a Scorpio. So her sun is rooted in Mayat. And her nurturing energy helps you with your experiences. I like that. I like that for you. That's very nice. That's a good vibe. Yes, okay. You next. I like that, Wayne. Hey, Andrew. Peace. All right, we're going to close you out with this divination card. Be mindful of neglecting the flowers, neglecting the emotional self, neglecting the intuition. 3 and 0. 3 is the emotions. Emotions in your cipher, that auric body. So just don't neglect the auric body. The auric body matters too. Just like all the tidbits, all the little gems I just gave you. You know what I'm saying? Be mindful of what time and space your auric body is in at the moment, because that's probably when you're going to attract another lesson of how you behaved internally. It's not just about the experience; it's about the experience too. We having experiences because our experience wasn't up to par. So now we got to have some experiences to make sure our experience is right. But you are a conduit between, the two. Allow the energy that flows through you. You know what I'm saying? And how you respond to it. That's the conduit for real. Yeah. Yep. That's what I got for you. And you have a good partner. You got a good partner for you. That those placements are nice. Peace and love to you, Wayne. It was nice. It was nice aligning with you, and I look forward to seeing you more. That was a good reading. I felt good about that one. All right, Sean, you next. I feel good about all of these, for real. I ain't gonna hold you, Apple. You made me a little sad for a second. I'm like, what's going on? What's up? But yeah, I like all of these. Y'all give good energy. I appreciate your good energy, specifically the hearts. Right? All right, Sean, we got you. Thank you so much for the roses. I really appreciate you. I appreciate the gift. Thank you. So, the theme of your reading is cacao, the initiation. It's time for initiation, friend. Oops, sorry, y'all. It's time for initiation. Cacao deals with the heart chakra. This is heart energy. This is your emotional self. We're dealing with Uranus card, and Uranus and Venus. Okay, so aligning those progressive pushes. Oh yeah, Uranus is in Taurus right now, giving us the progressive pushes in our heart chakra, and then we have Venus over here in Scorpio. That's giving us, sense of priorities and value and spaces of power. Wanting to have a significant other to be empowered with. Aligning your heart chakra with your solar plexus chakra is key here as well. You know what I'm saying? Being the enforcer of your heart and the boundaries and the, okay, so you have these priorities and you have these values, you have these things that you desire, you consider beautiful. This is what a beautiful life consists of. So now that you have that, initiate the progressive pushes that you need in your space to maintain that. Allow yourself to have the, hey, Soul Slayer, thank you for the gifts. I appreciate you. I wasn't paying no mind. My bad. I was over here doing readings. Thank you, love. But yeah, allow yourself to initiate, what it is that your heart desires, where your values are, your different levels of love. Forgiveness is a big one here too. Initiate that energy. It's at a 3 and 8. That's expression and building and destroying on what you express, where your emotions are, allowing yourself to build and destroy those realms. And that brings you to 11. That's the number of mastery. Bringing yourself to a sense of mastery is key here with this initiation on the heart chakra. Progressive pushes and transformations. And align that with your personal Uranus and Venus, which I will send you because you gave me your birth chart information. So your reading is coming, friend. Don't worry about it. I got you. I'm going to send you the Sephiroth Joan. You got the reverse Ace of Swords. So it's not necessarily like bad news, but it's kind of like, I didn't really want this. It's not really what I want. It's not really where it's at or whatever. But be mindful of that pessimistic energy. There is kind of like mediocre, not so much as the news that I wanted coming to you. But that is, again, the progressive pushes that you need to initiate you into the space, to initiate you in the realms and the things that you said that you wanted to do, that you're prioritizing, that you're valuing. Thank you so much for the raised hand, Soul Slayer. I appreciate you, love. Thank you so much for the roses, Wayne. And thank you to everybody that's been tapped in, that's been liking the live and everything. I really appreciate y'all. This is love. I appreciate the love. And I'm surprised they didn't give me the little puzzle thing saying I was here for 90 minutes yet. And that's interesting. Okay. The Knight of Wands. Because you are the leader of your actions. You got some adventures coming your way, buddy. You need some progressive pushes. And you know what? The universe got you. Uranus is saying, I got something for that ass. I'm going to give you some shit. You're not going to have no choice but to go do what your spirit has been telling you to do. You ain't going to have no choice but go do. You comfortable. That's what it is. You're comfortable. You got the intellect. You got the knowledge and stuff like that, but you're comfortable with just that. You know what I'm saying? And the cards are saying, between the initiation, it's time to initiate this energy and say, hey, we want to do this. We want to, get here and do that. But also, put the actions towards it. You're going to get pushed into action. It's time to get active, Sean. It's time to get active. And you may feel it, but now it's time to do it. Hey, Judy. Hey, Gaddafi. Thank you for sharing the live as well. Appreciate that. So now we're going to see what Sephira. It's 103 on 10-3. Now we're going to see the Sephira and the chakra to focus on. So you're going to focus. Oh, Jupiter is actually in Gemini right now, but you're going to focus on Jupiter in Gemini, that expansion and abundance in your community. Community energy. 8 of Swords. Empowerment in this intellectual space, power and this knowledge. Focus on the Jupiter and Gemini, the expansion and abundance in that communication realm with that kind of community. Gemini is more so like the people you live around, the Tri-City area, your family, like parents, siblings, cousins that you grew up with, not the extended ones. We don't like those that much anyway. You're dealing also with high. That's the 8th sphere. That's the sphere of like classification and species and divvying up things and separating things. So finding that expansion there in that space, again, bringing you to another sword, more information, more intellect. But your abundance is going to come from the community that you go into. But you probably need a progressive push to get out of the community that you've been in. Hey, sweet Empress, peace. It's a lot of weird sounds going on at 1 o'clock. Solar plexus chakra, prayer. Prayer is key here. This is what we're going to do. We're going to pray. We're going to focus on our solar plexus chakra. The solar plexus chakra is the enforcer. It's the enforcer of the, hey Michael, it's the enforcer of the celestial government. It's the doing energy. It's the motivation. It's the ambition. It's the trigger. It's like the gun that goes off that makes people run. That's what it is. And yours is going to come from prayer. So you pray, ground yourself, go touch some grass, barefooted, go and get these meteor showers, get these celestial bodies, all those things that you need. That's going to get you motivated, moving, and in action. Close you out. Sean, I got a selfish mother card. I ain't even going to elaborate on that. You take what you want from that. I ain't even going to elaborate from that. It's on the number 6, so it deals with the energy of equality. But be mindful of the selfish mother. Peace to you. Peace to you on that reading. I'm starting to get teary-eyed. Don't start crying because, listen, I'm trying to close out these readings. Don't do that. I don't need that. You don't do that. We're not going to do that. We are not going to do that. But I feel it. And we're not going to do that. Ashe, Sean. That's what I got for you. All right. So y'all ready for the element reading? We're going to start off with the fire. So this goes for my birthday, my mom's birthday next week. Happy solar return to your mother. Peace to the goddess. Peace to your mothership. Libra energy. So, Ashe. Love you, Sean. Thank you for the trust. Okay, so we're gonna start off with fire. Wherever fire may be in your chart, doesn't matter the planet. So as far as fire goes, and this is where y'all learn that my tarot cards are actually my backup singers. It's really me. I'm the magic. But so we got a lot of air going on to my fire babies. You're welcome, Sean. And so with this air, it's definitely a test and balance. Definitely a test and balance in your experiences and how you're experiencing it. And I love you too, Sean. And your balance, everything don't need the dramatics and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Being mindful of that. But don't let this air blow on your fire too much to where you're creating forest fires. You're like burning out all your contracts and your bonds. Instead of like, some certain situations is not about like cutting off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just going to set all this shit on fire. Like, yeah, that's cool. But certain situations require just reconfiguration, transformation, not necessarily like complete destruction. Okay. So sometimes you got to just take that forest fire, burn that joint down to a little candle. You know what I'm saying? We don't gotta burn the whole woods. We could be a little fireplace this time, you know what I'm saying? And we could just, sit around the fireplace and just chat. You know what I'm saying? We don't gotta do all that extra stuff. And that's the power of balance. And that's what Libra don't want to blow you into a forest fire. Libra wants to blow you into a nice, breeze of balance, justice and harmony and stuff like that. But if you allow this energy to be invoking to you in whatever spaces, then, like say one of y'all got a Mercury and Venus in Leo, right? That Mercury and Venus in Leo, you can and say Mercury right now is in Libra. So that Libra air could be invoking that Mercury. Like every time you see injustice or whatever, it make you want to be like, I just want to burn that shit down. Da, 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 da. You get angry, you're getting irate, you're yelling, you're being combative, like all these different things. You're allowing that air to invoke you into a forest fire where you're being destructive, or it's like you're in a relationship or whatever, and the Libra air is blowing, and it's like, this relationship is uneven. I don't give a fuck you. I hate hair. Da-da-da. Your hair ugly. Fuck your hairline. Like, you didn't have to do all that. You could have just sat down and had a talk and be like, you know what? I've noticed this, and that, and these are the things that I need. And I don't know if it's you that want to do them, but like, can we talk about it? Can we come to an understanding, an understanding, an overstanding together? And if they start letting the air blow them into fire, then that's their business. That's what they did. They're obviously unaware. But that doesn't mean you start, you ain't got to match that energy either. That's not where we're at. We're not here to do all of that. So be mindful of that, because there will be a lot of invocation to match the energy, and that's where a lot of the, like, a lot of people are predicting it's going to be a civil war, it's going to be fighting, people are getting angry, people are really ready to start looting and burning stuff and all of that. And you just got to ask yourself, we're in the year of Maya. Is what you're doing in alignment with Maya? Actually, we're in the year of Oya. We're in the year of 8. This is the year of transformation. It's also the year of Had, which is Mercury, which deals with moral and integral code. Now, that year was brought to us by Mayat. 2024. 2 deals with Mayat. 4, the 4th sphere of the man's spirit is Chesed, which is Mayat. So this 8 was brought to us by Maya. So anything, anybody, any place, any situation, any event that's not in alignment with those laws, I suggest y'all learn them laws. Even if you think you're doing the right thing, trust and believe that equal opposite energy will come back to you. That's why on the daily mathematics, I say high highs make low lows. The goal is to be the homeostasis in the middle. You look at the figure 8. You don't want to be up at the high because that low is coming. So you think you high and mighty, you over there looting and stealing and yelling and shaking your fists and screaming. You're going to be at that low. You're going to jail. Whether you was right or wrong or indifferent. You know what I'm saying? So, that's a part of the experience. Be mindful of that. You know what I'm saying? I know we want, justice, truth, and righteousness, but to have that, we have to be that. You know what I'm saying? And that's for my fire babies. So let's pull some cards for my fire placements. Yep, I said earlier today, I will not have remorse, guilt, angst, nor shame because you mad at you. That's not my shit. Nope, it's not your shit. And it's not your shit to respond to neither. Like, nope. I don't need to match that energy. You sit over there, argue with yourself, because that's who you're talking to. You ain't talking to me. You mad at you. Exactly. You mad at you. All right. So to all my, okay, my fire babies, I pulled a wealth card for your fire placements. You're focused on that Mercurian energy and Libra. Didn't I mention that before? And you're also focusing on the expanded Jupiter and Gemini energy. So we have 2 air energies for you. You got your community and you got your interpersonal relationships, and that's where the energies will come at. Now, you see the water, you know what I'm saying? That's the intuition. That is the hear my voice every time somebody tries you. Hey, I will not burn this shit down. Okay, that is the mantra. I will not burn this shit down. Does that mean you don't have the power to burn shit down? That does not. That's not what that means. You definitely have the power to burn this whole down. But are you going to? No, that's not what we're going to. Okay. All right. This is the card of wealth, and it comes from knowledge being born, that 19, which also makes knowledge in our cipher. Ultimately, this is a card of knowledge. So having that Mercury energy, which deals with intellect, and also Jupiter deals with intellect too. I don't know if you ever met a Sagittarius, but I love having intellectual conversations with Sagittarians. It's very nice here. Virgos and Sagittarians, it's fun there. But yeah, be mindful. The wealth is coming from your knowledge, your intellect, your ketters, where your spiritual realm is. And that's also what you're giving birth. And you do it in abundance. So be mindful of that. In this space, you might feel like heightened, to do things. Usually when people have like fire placements, they usually have something over here in their draconic chart. So that's probably why the wealth is there, because your draconic energy is being invoked over here in one of these placements. Like all my Virgo placements are Scorpio on the draconic chart. But yeah, so you're probably like Leo, Libra. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was going with that. But yeah, so be mindful of that fire energy. Your emotions are in abundance. That is your wealth. So when you find it, staying balanced and keep it on a moral and integral code, you be all right. Be all right. Expanding on it. The Chariot card. You guys are the initiator. This is a fire card too. So y'all being the initiators, y'all moving things, y'all shaking things and stuff like that. So expect opportunities for fire placements to take the lead in certain things that's going on right now. Because not only can fire create fire, but you guys are also the fireplaces. Y'all create heat. You guys are also the candles. You create like people make fire. You know what I'm saying? You just don't got to burn the whole shit down. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of you guys are going to be providing your fire, your passion, your compassion, your can do it attitude, your initiative energy, that leadership energy that a lot of you fire placements have. It's going to put you in places of leadership. Also places of wealth, and we love it there. The reverse 7 of chalices. Be mindful of that emotional self. Keep that balanced. We talked about it. I don't have to repeat it because I'll just be repeating myself. But yes, keep that joint balanced. You are the manifester. You are the creator in this realm. Act like it. Act like, you don't just destroy, you also build. You also create and you also initiate. I have the Justice card. The Justice card. Here you go, fire babies. You have the Tippereth, which is in between, kindness and kindness and discipline, and then this Tippereth is going towards Jabora, which is the space of discipline. So more discipline in your heart. Tippereth also deals with Leo energy, so Leo placements, y'all listen out. Yeah, more of that in your heart, more discipline, more order. So during this season, during this space and time, start focusing on your daily routine, your health and wellness, what things are going on there. Focus on disciplining yourself, because I know during the summertime, y'all was living your best life. You know what I'm saying? But this is a good time to work. You know, you know what you want. You know what you want to harvest. We done did that already in the autumn equinox. This is our second eclipse. We done did both the solar and the lunar eclipse, harvesting what we want with that Virgo, Pisces, Virgo, Libra energy. So now it's like, what are you going to do about it? How are you going to take what it is that you're trying to harvest and bring it into fruition? And that's where the justice lies at. Fire placements. The justice lies in you. Like, you're in control of that justice. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else can do that but you. By you, following your heart, you disciplining your heart, you enforcing what it is that your heart wants in your space. That's your power. You know what I'm saying? And you don't need to destroy things to have that. Justice is also the card of 11. So that's a sense of mastery there. Solar plexus chakra. Y'all just letting y'all solar plexus dissipate. Don't do that. Just because it's cold outside. You know what I'm saying? It's starting to get dark and stuff. Don't let your solar plexus chakra dissipate. Don't let time pass you by. Don't be sitting there lollygagging, playing with your thumbs and whatever it is, that, and the third. It's not time for that. It's time to work on your solar plexus chakra. Really get that joint moving to where it's not in destructive mode. It's not in panic mode. It's not in anxiety. It's not in last minute procrastination and trying to hurry up and get a bunch of stuff done. And it's not in none of that. It's not in overworking. Hey, 2-3. Hey, top tier. Peace, love. It's not in all those spaces. It's in a space of, slow and steady. No way, Jose. No way, Jose. That's the wrestler. Yes, I love WWE. I ain't mad. I know who No Way Jose is. How are you? I'm great. How you doing, love? Happy new moon. Happy eclipse. Did you enjoy your Wednesday? Now we're into Thursday, the day of Jupiter, Obatala. All right, closing y'all out. Don't neglect that solar plexus chakra. Don't neglect your actions. Don't neglect the things that you want to create. That creation, that understanding of your cipher. It's not time for that. I know you feel, this air can be like very confusing, because it's like, are we out? Are we in? We don't know. I just want to, and it's just like, just let that justice energy, let that balance, invoke you to like really enforcing the things in your heart, finding that discipline and stuff like that, so you can attract it around you. This reverse 7, there's an imbalance in the emotional realm, and that's what the issue is. For the fire placements, be mindful of that imbalance and the aspects to your emotional self. You guys are movers and shakers. You guys are the wealth builders in this space and time. It's a good time to build your wealth, to build the things that y'all said y'all wanted in y'all space. Again, those are the fire placements. All right, so now we're going to get into the water placements. Water placements, that's Cancer, that's Scorpio, and that's Pisces. I forgot for like 2.5 seconds. So it doesn't matter what celestial body. It's whatever. You got a water placements. You're good. I'm glad you're good, Jose. My intuition says that stay away from my comfort zone and prosper, take action. Yeah. Yep. Thank you for the follow. Cancer here. Peace, Ziggy. Welcome, welcome. Well, you came just in time, because I'm about to do a reading for the water placements. If you have any other placements in water energy, they would be supporting to your Cancer sun, as all water placements, support the Cancer energy. Capricorn would be your opposition if you have any Capricorn placements. And they could be difficult to each other, but not always. Not always. So you being a Cancer, us being a Libra energy. So this energy is kind of square your energy, kind of, sort of. It's kind of square your energy because it's like air to your water. So it's like the emotions and the intellect, they could be square each other sometimes. What you feel and what's right and what's just can square each other sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So kind of you're square right now on the sun type tip. As far as Pisces, this is your opposition energy right here. So again, you could utilize whatever. Scorpio, y'all know y'all pretty much like, what is that? Conjunct, sextile. No, not sextile, definitely conjunct. Y'all right next to each other. So this is, you guys can be fun here. Y'all get along. So what about Aquarius? My husband says he's a water sign. I thought he was air. He is air. Aquarius is air. I'll do air next. Right now we're doing water. So dreams is heavy for y'all in this space and time. To all my water babies, that's Cancer, Pisces, and Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Dreams. Pay attention to your dreams, how they come into you. You want to focus on your Neptune and your Saturn placement here. This Saturn is going to bring challenge. It's going to reveal to you what your challenges are in the physical life. It's also going to bring you, your challenges in all facets of life. Like, what are your challenges in this space? What is the equal opposite energy? What's the resistance? And what is a lot of it rooted in? What are a lot of your dreams rooted in? Are these roots that you want to keep abound? You know what I'm saying? Or are they, restricting you too much? You have your dreams at a 4-1. So you definitely want to get into the roots of your dreams. Like, every time you have a dream, if you can, make space to remember it and write it down, do so. And just like really like think about it, do the root work on it, like, whether it's good or bad, you know what I'm saying, it doesn't matter either way. You want to get to the roots of those. So now we're going to expand on it. The Devil card, being caught up in worldly things, being caught up in power, moving a little manipulative. Some of you water babies. That's why I always think of what's his name? Skeletor. But yeah, be mindful of the manipulation going on the other side of the Libra scale. Some of y'all got some, manipulation, certain things coming up into your dreams of being bounded by like what debts you owe and who owes you, and you know what I'm saying, some type of energy, chaotic energy coming around and stuff like that. Get to the roots of those. Who the fuck is this in my dreams doing this, doing the most? You know what I'm saying? Who the devil over here? Who is too caught up? Shakina, hello. Hey, Sarah. Knave of Wands. That's what I told you. Y'all got to get up. Y'all got to write y'all dreams down. Write them down. Get to the root of them, because you can act them out. You can act them out in the physical world. I talked about this earlier, about how our physical body is personifications of nature. We are the personification of nature. We are nature's forces. So if you're having, like, say you're having a premonition about a certain storm, so you're going to wake up, you're going to write about it in your physical world. You're going to get to the root of it. Is this a personal storm? Is this a collective storm? Is this a societal? Is this corporate? What kind of storm is this? You know what I'm saying? And as you start to get to the root of it, you start unraveling and unwrapping things and stuff like that. It starts to come together a little different. You know what I'm saying? You can create things. You can make things happen. You can act on certain things. It could be just like you warning people, like, I had a dream, this storm happening over here, and it didn't feel like a deliberate storm. It felt like hypothetical about society or about corporate, or about the Federal Reserve and the currencies or something like that. And not just an example, but one of them. But yeah, my water babies, y'all are the intuitive energies. Y'all are getting a lot of downloads about the devils in the realm, and pay attention to y'all dreams. Hey yo, y'all going to, my brain was like, not for reading. Okay, because I was going to give them grace to say readings too, but no, Spirit was like, let's keep on task. Going to water signs about premonitions and predictions and stuff like that. That is key, especially if you come across like someone who has like stellium energy in water. They're like really good for telling y'all what's going on, what's happening, what they had dreams about, and theirs is coming to them heavy. So if you have a lot of water, I don't have no. All I got is Pluto and Scorpio. I am Earth. I got a bunch of placements in Virgo, a bunch of places in Capricorn, and a couple in Gemini, and the rest in Leo. And I got one Scorpio. And that's all I got for y'all. That's all I got for y'all. Um, my Virgo energy is what makes me new to this and true to this. But yeah, it's those water babies, it's those water stellums, and they're the ones that come together for the premonitions of actions and what's going on and stuff like that. Chesed, bring us back to the water, the moon and Cancer energy. That's what we're focusing on. The nurturing, the kindness, you know what I'm saying? And hence, so it's important, okay? Thank you for that. So it's important when you come across a water energy to detect their energy. Where are their emotions at? Or are they coming from a devil side of things and their explanations and their call to actions? Or are they coming from a more sounded mind? You know what I'm saying? Are they coming from a Knave of Wands, which is more sound and action and, you know, writing the things down and acting them out and more organized and like considerate and stuff like that. So you want to be mindful of those, of that kind of energy too, because some of these water energies, yeah, they having good dreams. I'm not denying their validity. What I'm saying is they're not keeping you on that path of righteousness. And that's where we want to stay at, because it's our auric body that we're healing. Fuck this physical shit. The physical stuff is fun though. I like the food here. I don't know about y'all. What's y'all favorite part about the physical world? Mine is definitely the food. I fucks with the food. I also like nature. I like to sit outside and just listen to all the sounds and feel the wind and hear it at the same time. Stuff like that. Like, I think those are my favorite parts about the physical world. I like the fact that you could see the personifications of energies that you love. Like the fact that I could like I created two humans out of my body, and I get to look at these different facets of myself and another person in this personification. I got to create two new bloodlines that never existed before. I think that's cool. You know what I'm saying? So there's parts of this physical world I really love. I really like the food we make. Yeah, the food is dope here. I like the food here in the physical world. Don't get so caught up in the physical world. You forget that we're here doing spiritual work. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Glove. Get him, Glove. Get him, Glove. Wisdom in the heart chakra. You know, you've applied a lot of things emotionally. You've applied a lot of things. This is again to my water placements. You should have so much wisdom in a heart chakra that you should know that like certain attitudes, certain candor about certain things is just, it's not righteous. It's not right. It's not balanced. You know what I'm saying? You're coming from an imbalanced place. And don't get it twisted. I'm not saying you shouldn't have a shadow. Everybody got a shadow. Is yours balanced though? Or is it fighting against your light? Now, if you over here like, nah, I'm choosing dark today, then you are at battle. Because why did you choose darkness? You should have had both at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Because when you just choose darkness by itself, your intentions get fucked up. Like, I give you an example. Like, I'm over here with my partner. You know what I'm saying? This is a hypothetical because I've been single for like 5 years. But arguing with my partner, right? And if I come through with too much light, you know what happens? I'm getting stomped all over. My needs and my desires do not get heard at all. Because all I'm doing is listening to you and let you go off. And I'm just shaking my head. Yeah, 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 yeah. And at the end of the conversation, I didn't get nothing I wanted out of this situation. You know what I'm saying? I ignored myself. I disrespected myself. This person was just an outside experience, a personification of the disrespect I just gave myself. I didn't let myself speak. You know what I'm saying? I didn't speak up for me. But say I go in there with all this darkness, which everybody seems to be celebrating. You know what I'm saying? I'm choosing darkness today. Fuck the light. Okay, cool. You still want to be at war with yourself? Bet. Do that shit. So you go in there with all darkness. Now you're the one that's screaming and yelling. You have the overactive solar plexus chakra. You have the overactive heart chakra. You're over here saying, because I feel like this, you have to behave like that. You're being controlling. And guess what you're going to start attracting in your space? You're going to start attracting that equal opposite energy. Now you got your kids coming into your life trying to control you with their emotions. Now you got people at your job trying to control you with their nasty ass attitudes. I don't give a fuck where you at on the totem pole of this corporate situation. Meet me outside. You know what I'm saying? But that's what you attracted. You know what I'm saying? Because you came out there all dark. Now, when you come out there with both, it's like, I'm going to stand up for myself. I got these boundaries. I got this order. I got this way that I want things done. But I'm also going to hear you out. And I'm going to let you have a say so to do the same thing. Because you too deserve to have that. I'm going to listen and speak. You know what I'm saying? That's what balance looks like. That's not no weak shit. That's like the hardest thing to do. That's hard. That's more hard than being all light. Because being all light just means you're just gonna go on there and be quiet. You're not gonna put no energy in. You're just gonna cave. And that's more difficult than coming in with all darkness. Because all darkness, you just yelling and shouting and overexerting your energy to control shit that's not in your control anyway. So at the end of the day, you're gonna be over there looking goofy. You're gonna be looking at like them people on VH1 and Zeus TV that be yelling and shouting, and it changed nothing because I still don't like you. I still don't like you as a person. What did you do? Nothing. You just fought. Solar plexus chakras all over the place. That's not solving no problems. But that's what that looks like, right? Nothing is getting solved. Nobody's getting healed because everybody's choosing only darkness. Oh, I'm in my dark era. No, you should be in both. Both is what gets things done. So for my water babies, and for those of you guys who are following people with water placements, and sometimes y'all got to tell y'all friends, hey, yo, water friend, I think you're going on a deep end. You need to chill, bro. Bring some light to you. And if they being stubborn about it, then let them attract what they need to attract in their aura. It's going to be weird though, because it's definitely going to be something from the spiritual realm. And the spiritual realm, they don't care that you're a physical body. They be coming through with the they're coming through with the 1-2s. They hit you with a 2-piece. I don't want no 2-piece from the universe. I'd rather just listen to my friends. But some people, hey. You know what I do? I disguise some of my stuff in readings sometimes. Like, no, I don't really do that. But it'd be fun when the readings do align up with what I really want to say, though. The food make the same on the being able to see nature and food, climbing and hugging trees. I miss climbing trees. For those of you guys who don't know, my leg fucked up. I got hit by a car a couple years ago. Disagreements. I'm not even going to repeat myself. I literally just gave y'all a whole example on disagreements and how to behave. So I'm not even going to do that with y'all. But yes, to my water babies, you guys want to focus on the stability of your heart chakra, that 4 of cups, the wisdom in your heart chakra, writing down those dreams and acting them out and being balanced when you do so. Be mindful of this devil energy going into that energy realm. That's not necessary. We don't got to do that. Pay attention to your dreams. All right, so I did fire, I did water. We said air, right? Because you said Aquarius. So let's do air next. Air is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. So y'all kind of in favor, with this Libra energy. Yeah, more so like paying attention to detail. Like if you're in Libra, you're paying attention to the detail to your interpersonal relationships, bonds, and contracts, and how righteous they are. If you're in Gemini, if you have any Gemini placements, you're paying attention to the detail of like the interpersonal energy between each individual, each energy in the community. Whether it's familial or friendship or neighbors or whatever. You want to pay more attention to each one, to give each one the energy desired, and that's when we really learn the importance of having that energetic balance. Because I know with my air placements, my air babies, y'all love to be everywhere all at once, and you can be because you're air, why not? But at the same token, it's not feasible in this physical plane, you know what I'm saying? So while Orc speaking, yeah, you could try to be everywhere all at once. You definitely could be this, but you would definitely have to connect with other people to do that. You know what I'm saying? To be that level of omniscient, you can't do all that by yourself. Even auras connect with other auras to make that omniscient energy. That's why we're all personifications of God, even the animals, even the plants, even the crystals, even the stars in the sky. So that all these are that's how God is omniscient. It's in everything. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to be omniscient, you have to connect with other beings. You know what I'm saying? Either on the physical plane, being around other people and stuff like that, doing the networking and that stuff, or on the non-physical and say, all right, I need to astral project to that aura over there because I'm trying to be over there and try to provide some downloads to them folks over there because I feel like if they did this, they thought like this, or this, that going on, that the world would be a better place, or whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about when I say what I'm saying. Y'all air. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's just this can be very tempting to be all over the place. But yeah, utilize that Virgo energy that's in alignment with Libra right now to the 17th, and then we slow down into the Scorpius energy after that. From the 17th to the 23rd, there's going to be a big whirlwind with you guys because we'll be in Libra on the tropical, the Vedic, and the Draconic chart. So that could be like very heavy for you air babies because it's like you're getting swept up on all facets. So utilize this time of paying attention to detail and getting your habits in order now so that when we are in those 5 days of straight, like Libra, you're good. You're not being, you can stay focused on what you've been doing. You know what I'm saying? But some of y'all do the focus and then y'all still get wrapped up. So, be mindful. Like, all right, it's October 17th. I know from here to the 23rd, we in Libra on the tropical, and our mindset, Vedic, and the happenings, and on the Draconic, our auric body. So let me stay focused like I've been focused, because I know what's happening here. It's going to be a lot of temptation to be in a whole bunch of different places at once, whether it's business wise, whether it's relationships, whether it's showing up for people, whether it's different ways you want to show up for yourself. I know we would love to heal all parts of ourselves all at the same time, but sometimes it's difficult. Even a holistic healer, tell you, okay, well, let's do this real quick, and then we could do that, and then we do this. Like, everything can't always happen at the same time, but everything can be affected by something at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So keeping that in mind, you know what I'm saying, to my air babies. Pay attention to the details. That'll slow you down a bit. Surrender to the energies. Oh, my bad. Surrender to the energy. So we got passion flower here. Passion flower also helps with headaches and stuff like that. You can also put passion flower in a smoking blend. I actually enjoy it. It helps with pain as well. But this is the energy of wisdom. We got the 4 and 3, which is foundation and creation, which brings us to God, because 4 and 3 come together makes 7. You want to focus on Neptune and the moon. So we talked about Neptune being in Pisces. That's bringing us to the Akashic records. Where you're supposed to be knowing. You know what I'm saying? And your subconscious and your dreams, so another dreamy type energy. And then you have the moon here giving that nurturing intuition type energy too, the moon being in Libra right now, being mindful of that. So pay attention to the details of your Akashic records in space. Surrender to your duties, and they will slow you down. Y'all throwing cards at me? What card y'all just throw at me? We have the 5 of Cups. My man's cup's empty. He's not having a good time. He got a bunch of empty cups. You want to know why he has a bunch of empty cups? Because he was overextending himself this whole time. He was doing too much. He was everywhere. He was trying to do everything. He's trying to pour in everybody's cups, having a great time. But guess what? Now your cup is empty. Now you over here putting your finger in your cup, licking your finger, trying to get the last little bit. And that looks crazy. Don't do that. And then you have the sun in reverse as well. So what's happening here is both of these cards fell on the floor in reverse. But what's happening here is we're not being tapped into our inner child, and we're not enjoying our experiences. That's what's happening here. We lost sight of that inquisitive child, that curiosity, and that freeness. You know what I'm saying? And we keep trying to and that's probably why you feel like you need to be everywhere, because you feel like you need to do this for this person, that for that, and you need this for that, and that for this. And I've been on mullein, chamomile, and blue lotus blend. I like mullein too. I had mine is Damiana rose petals. Where do I have it? Yes. Peppermint. I want to say that's echinacea. I like the echinacea because it makes my smoke a little heavier. I might put lavender in it sometimes I won't. And I like calendula flowers. Calendula flowers bring, calendula flowers with the sativa is very nice because it's like energy. Energy. And it's fun there. I'm going to sideways myself real quick while my phone's on the charger. But I only got one more element left, so it's okay. I'm trying to sideways myself. There we go. So yeah. So you're letting go of the innocence, the inquisitiveness, the enjoyment of things, right? And you want to be mindful of that. You want to stay in the inner child when you're in the kingdom. Yeah, I like lavender as well. So now we're gonna keep expounding on that. Y'all can't. I don't want to tell y'all what y'all can and can't do, because y'all definitely could be everywhere. Y'all can be everywhere. Y'all can do a bunch of stuff. Hey, Adonis. Peace. Y'all can do all these things, but it's just like, if you keep moving like that, you're gonna empty your cup, and you can sideswipe yourself. You can be, some people are in your space to, for that. Same way like how we have like black holes. They like energy. Like, that's what they do. They're gonna eat it. They're energy eaters. You know what I'm saying? And you got all this energy, and you meeting these different energies, and you want to pour in their cups, and you want to help them, and you want to do all these things, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it's just like, make sure you're not giving them what is for you. You know what I'm saying? Because a friend of mine told me recently, nobody's going to tell you to stop giving. They're not. They're just not. They're not going to tell you to stop giving. They're not going to tell you to stop showing up, even if they can't stand you. Even if they rolling their eyes at you, talking about you behind your back, giggling, yeah, I'm doing the elementals. Even if they do all of that, they're still not going to tell you to stop giving. They're still going to have their hand out and they're still going to receive from you as long as you're willing to keep doing that. And you over here giving it. These people are ungrateful. This is that. It's pulling you out of the innocence. It's pulling you out of the joy that you may have had being everywhere at once and, giving and all that stuff like that. It's pulling you out of the joy of that. You're pulling you out of the joy of that because you keep pouring in other people's cups that don't deserve it. They're removing that experience from you. And that's not what you deserve. So enforce what you deserve for you. The World card. Is this coming from a sense of distrust? You don't trust the universe. If you don't trust the universe, why are you pouring to other people? Because people are just personifications of the universe. You convert the waters. Actually, what am I doing right now? I'm doing air. Yeah, I just did the waters. Like, you came in right after. So when I finish this recording, I will go back to like 2:30. Go back to 2:30. And that's where you'll find the water readings. Yeah. I got Earth last. I'm doing the air now. But yeah, it might be coming from a sense of distrust, You're not sitting up under the universe like I trust you, and if that's the case, then you shouldn't be pouring into the personifications of the universe. It's like you're looking at humans like humans, and you're not realizing that these are the universe energies. You know what I'm saying? This is what the universe brought to you. They brought you something that's good for you and not good for you. And which one are you going to choose? You know what I'm saying? Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Like, which ones are y'all going to choose? Y'all going to choose what's good for y'all, or y'all going to choose what's not good for y'all and then be complaining because that's what you chose? You know what I'm saying? So be mindful of that. And trust the universe, and trust the humans that the universe brought to you. And trust them for what they are. Sometimes when things go bad, it's easily puts y'all in the mindset of, I shouldn't trust this and that's not going my way. But you gotta realize that tests come to like exercise your muscles, because you can't be weak trying to hold bags of bricks. You know what I'm saying? If you said that you wanted to lead a community, do you know what you need to go through to have what you need to be able to empathize and sympathize with a whole community of people? Do you know? You said that you wanted to be a top psychic. You said you wanted to own your own corporation. You said you wanted to own your own franchise. You said that you wanted to garden for a community. You said that you wanted to make medicine for your community. You said you wanted to be a teacher for your community. You said you wanted to be a political leader, a militant leader. These are the dreams that y'all have. Do you know what you have to go through to have them? Do you know the stories that you have to have under your belt? Do you know the roots that have to grow for you to have them? Am I doing personals? Yes, I'm doing personals. Of course. I got you after the last element. I'll do your personal if you stick around with me. And that goes for the rest of you guys as well. I got space for 5 more readings. You know what I'm saying? So anybody in the chat that would like a personal reading, go ahead and put me. And after I finish the last element, I'll get back to that. But yeah, that's all you. You know what I'm saying? So be mindful of that. To my air babies, what Sephiroth are we going to focus on? We are going to focus on the 4 of Wands, which is Chesed, nurturing ourselves, being kind to ourselves. This is Venus and Aries, being motivated by what's in our heart, being ambitious and triggered by what's in our heart, what we value, forgiveness, facets of love, doubts of love is heavy here in our motivational realm and stuff like that. So being mindful of that. New beginnings to the heart chakra means stop pouring in other people's cup if they don't deserve it. You're allowed to judge. You do have a judgment Sephiroth for a reason. It's for discernment. It's not for you to be like, oh, this person's bad, and because the universe, see, that's the thing about it too. The universe doesn't know good or bad. The universe just goes where it's called. So you are a personification of the universe. So are you in alignment when you're doing all of that? Just think about it. Think about it. it's a brain breaker, I know, especially to like the human way of doing things. Because there are certain things that's just like absurd. Like, okay, we know not to do that. You wildin'. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going that far. So you don't go that far. Don't go there. Well, whatever. I get it. Yeah, that's bad. Let's not go there. That's even bad on the auric level. And they gonna get there. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, you're allowed to have discernment. You're allowed to label things and say, this is for me, this is not for me. I should pour into this, I should not pour into that. Like, that's survival. That's how you keep going. You know what I'm saying? Wisdom. So a lot of you guys, this is the theme, wisdom in your heart chakra. And I promise you, if I pull fair treatment again, I'm gonna lose my shit. But wisdom in your heart chakra. You know what I'm saying? You know, you guys had a lot of heart chakra experiences and stuff like that. At a certain point, you should be learning from them and not keep like experiencing the same ones over and over again. I'm going to close y'all up, my air lovelies. And again, this is for Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Disagreements. Of course, like I said, nobody wants to tell you to stop pouring. Nobody's going to tell you, oh, stop it. Stop giving this to me. Don't do that. And so when you do stop, you know, of course, we have the wisdom in our heart and we know how people are going to act. That's why a lot of y'all keep giving anyway, because y'all trust this personified energy exchange. Y'all trust this, you know, physical human shit more than y'all trust the universe and the energies around you that's going to give you what you deserve after that personification goes away. Because like I said, they're not going to tell you to stop giving. They're not going to tell you to stop pouring into their cup. They're not going to tell you none of that shit. And in the moment that you stop, they're going to want to know why. They're going to question you. They're going to want to debate. They're going to want to argue. They're going to want to give you 39 reasons why you should keep pouring in their cup. They're going to do all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay? And you can sit over there in the corner and talk to yourself. Because this is what I need for me, and I gotta speak up for me. So if that means that your little human avatar gotta get out my space, then that's what happens. Your little human avatar gotta get out my space, and maybe you might come back around. You know what I'm saying? Shut it down. Hey Eric. Settle the bug down or I'm going into these. You're silly. How you doing, Eric? How's your day going, love? But like, yeah. If they, you know, keep doing that and stuff and like that, that's not for you. It's not for you. And it just leaves room for other people to come in and, you know, give you the energy that you deserve. Give you that balance that you deserve. Right? All right, so we're on Earth. And this is all your Earth placements. Whatever celestial body you're referred to in Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus energy. So Earth with Libra all over the place. I know time is moving a lot faster than you. And it feels like, you know, tornadoes, and you trying to move slow, steady, and into your pace in the midst of these tornadoes. You're not doing anything wrong with being in your pace, you know, just like adapting. I hope I'm finding you well. You are finding me well. I'm charmed and delighted there. Ooh, I like that. That was a nice response. I'm charmed and delighted. I like that. I'm outstanding. Happy new moon and happy eclipse day to you, beloved. But yeah, for my Earth babies, y'all, like, you know, slow and steady wins the race. You know what I'm saying? You could be a little bit more adaptable, especially to my fixed Tauruses. I know y'all like to be fixated on your stuff and how you do things to a point of stubbornness, but allow this Libra energy to kind of show you different ways that you can do the thing that you've been doing. For some of you guys are, your desire is in the right place, but it might be how you're going about that desire that could be incorrect. And we learned a lot about that in the month of 9, because every time we put a day into the month of 9, we would get that day back in a different way. Like 9, 26, 8. We put the 26 into the month of 9, right? And then we got back 17. No. Yeah. We got it back in a different way. Because that 8 went into 9, came back 17. Yeah. So it still brought us to 8 though, because 2 plus 6 is 8. So the 26 still got it as 8. We put it into the divine womb. And the divine womb was like, thank you for that 8. Now I'm going to give you 1 and 7. This is a different way to get that 8 that you just gave me. So accept that and trust the universe. And sometimes you need to do a 1 and 7 instead of a 2 and 6, but it doesn't mean that you're not going to get to your 8. You know what I'm saying? You had to touch these corners too. Earth energies. Y'all good at bringing stuff in y'all space. Y'all good at manufacturing things. Y'all good at manifesting things. Y'all good. You know, Capricorns love they stuff. Taurus love they stuff. Virgo, y'all love y'all stuff, but y'all more adaptable about what kind of stuff. But y'all love y'all stuff too. Don't get it twisted. All y'all love the stuff. Y'all love the physical world and stuff like that. Sometimes when y'all trying to manifest the stuff into y'all space, y'all have no idea how y'all about to obtain it, maintain it, and share it. Y'all don't be prepared for all the other facets of having this stuff. Y'all just be like stuff. So in this Libra energy is balancing scales. Pay attention to the other facets of manifesting things in your space, having objects, being in the physical world, having the physical experience. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want this kind of lifestyle and stuff like that. Well, what are you willing to do to have it? What are you willing to do to maintain it? You know, how are you sharing it and showing it to other people? You want these certain objects, you know, you want the certain kind of house, you want that certain kind of car, you want a certain kind of car, you ain't take no time to learn how to drive it, what it need, what kind of gas it need, you know what I'm saying, how to get it fixed, how to get it winterized and get it ready for the summertime and all that stuff like that. So what you wanted that car for? Just so you could run it down and start crying to everybody how you gotta keep going to the mechanic because you ain't know how to upkeep it? The fuck? Someone will hear that. Oh, you wanted a house? You wanted a house? You wanted to buy a house to tell people that you own a house or you're, you know, mortgaging a house or whatever. You wanted that, and now you got the house, and you don't know how to fix nothing in that house. You don't know who to call when you need stuff fixed. You don't know where to go to pick out certain fixings and things. You didn't know that you needed house insurance and stuff like that. Now you got a fire, and you like, ooh, like, come on now, stop. Do your homework about the things that you want in your space so that you can really have them and maintain them. You know what I'm saying? This is the time for that. And it'll also give you what I was telling you. You're still going to get to that 8. You're still going to get that house. But now that you have this knowledge on how to obtain and maintain these things, now you might want a different house. Now you might want 1 floor instead of 3 floors. You know what I'm saying? Now you might want, I think I want more land than I want house. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe I want the bedrooms or the floor situated this way. Or maybe I would rather have this kind of house, like a brick house, more than that kind of house. Because I realize the outside, you know, maintenance is a little different. You know what I'm saying? I got to get ready for the rain and all that. I don't want to do all that. Like, y'all, you know, y'all get where I'm going with this. Y'all still going to get to the 8s. Just relax. Relax. Cacao initiation, just relax. 3 and 8 come together and make mastery. You want to focus on your Uranus, which is the progressive pushes that we need right now. Uranus is in Taurus, providing those progressive pushes in our fixed earth energy and what we value and what we prioritize. And then you also want to focus on that Venus energy, which also rules over Taurus. But Venus right now is in Scorpio, providing transformation. The 8th, providing transformation and empowerment to what it is that you want. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, y'all have the power to have what y'all want and all that stuff like that. But come to that 3 and 8. What you create, are you in control of it? Are you in charge of it? Have you come to the space of mastery? Like me, when I'm talking to y'all, I'm talking to me. When I tell you, because I want an RV. I want an RV bad as hell. That's what I want to manifest in my space. And as I'm sitting here talking to y'all about it, I'm thinking about that in my head. Like, girl, you want the RV, but how much do you know about the RV? Oh, shit. I'm talking to myself too, ain't I? Yeah, you are. Now, start researching the RV so you can figure out for real what it is that you want. You right. That's what I'm about to do. Shit like that. When I talk to y'all, I be talking to myself too. I promise you, I do be. Sometimes it's annoying. 6 of Cups. Being all ungrateful and stuff. And then having all this energy around you with their cups out complaining around you and stuff like that. You're manifesting stuff in your space that you are not ready to maintain. You know what I'm saying? That you are not ready to maintain, not ready to upkeep. You're not even, and you're getting irritated by it because you ain't upkeeping it. Like, oh my God, why is all this stuff in my space? I don't want this stuff in my space no more. Why did I ask for this? Like having kids and be like, God damn it. Initiation was my destiny card for the Ray of the Ray for 10-2. Ooh, Virgo Moon Gang, gang. Initiation. But yeah, keep creating stuff in your space. 8 of Swords, empowerment on that intellect. See? Learn about it. When you learn about it, you're gonna be powerful in it. Not only are you the fucking lion, you the crocodile on the lion. Shit, I ain't messing with no lion walking around with crocodile on them. So you got that intellect, you got that confidence, you got that courageousness, and you got that, that energy about you where you can walk in a room and everybody stop and give you the power you deserve because you done bothered to learn about the stuff. You're not just asking for this stuff. Like, I did my research. I know how to ask for certain stuff. I know how to require and acquire. I know how to obtain and maintain. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just asking for stuff just to be asking for stuff. You know what I'm saying? This is really what I want. And I'm going to empower myself with intellect to have it and to keep it. Y'all want a Tesla? Do y'all know how to up and keep a Tesla? I had one of the electric car for a minute, right? So I went through Carvana and I had got a Nissan Leaf. My goofy ass get a Nissan Leaf in the middle of winter time. I had no idea how batteries move or nothing. I just wanted to be good to the earth. I didn't want to deal with gas. That's all I knew. I had such an experience those 7 days I had that Nissan Leaf. Notice I said 7 days because I gave that motherfucker back. What the hell? Time out. I needed to research. I needed to change my whole lifestyle around. I didn't have a plug-in joint. And the period of time where I got the Nissan Leaf, the gentrification out here wasn't what it is today. So we had no plug-in joints over here. Gentrification does have its perks. We do get nicer stuff when certain kind of people come around. But we didn't have those. So I had to drive all the way to the car dealership, park in the car dealership, and then in the wintertime it take longer for the batteries to charge. I had to sit in the car. And the car is not, you can't have the car on and charging at the same time. So I had to turn the car off. Mind you, I live in New Jersey. It's December. It's cold. I got the car off and I'm sitting in the car for hours trying to charge it, shivering. Bro, by that Friday, I was like, can y'all come pick it up? In fact, when I left Carvana, my battery died. And that's when I learned that the pumps over at Wawa are only for Teslas. They are not for all cars. I had to learn that the hard way. Listen, when I tell y'all better start researching the stuff y'all want and just stop asking for stuff just because it seems cool, I mean that from the pit of my soul. Somebody needed to hear that story today. You're welcome. I had to experience that bullshit for 7 days for somebody to hear that story right now. Okay, 7 of Cups. We got the Venus and Scorpio, which that's where it's at right now on the tropical chart. Transformations and empowerment, what you want. Still coming into that eight of Swords, coming into that space of power. The 3 of 8 on initiation. A sense of mastery. We're dealing with the Netzach here, which is Venus. That's the 7th Sephira. That's a space of victory. That's when we get into the celestial designers. In order to design something, you have to have intellect on its necessary infrastructure, right? You can't just design something out the blue. I got to know some stuff about it to be able to design an efficient piece. Again, arm yourself with knowledge. You want something? Know about it. Know about it. Empower yourself with the knowledge about it. And this also helps with your emotional self, the cups, intuitive self. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Treasure, what you doing up? It's 2:00 in the morning. Hey, Kelvin. Oracle Sophia, what's up with you? Focus on your throat chakra. Isolation. Throat chakra deals with Mercury. What you teach, what you learn, what you listen to, what you speak. And sometimes you got to be alone to do those things. Some of y'all got to go into isolation in that throat chakra space so you can learn. See, I got the suit in the closet. You gearing up, baby. You know what I'm saying? Gear yourself up. And most likely what you want is for you. It's not for a bunch of people. So, make sure you are doing what you got to do. Don't be scared of being alone while you do it. Because it's what you said you wanted. Disillusionment. Another 38. So not only did we get the 38 on initiation, we got the 38 on disillusionment. Mastery on those illusions that you create for yourself. Like the illusion I created myself about that RV. And I am not paying attention to, like, okay, how you going to upkeep that? How you going to maintain it? What's the gas like on them joints? You know what I'm saying? What you going, how you, get the oil change with prices on certain things like that, How you change the tire on them hoes. Stuff like that. Do I need a special jack? We create an illusion to ourselves sometimes when we want something bad enough. It just seems so perfect. We don't think about the details that we don't know about to have these things that we want in our space, for my earth babies, my earth placements, wherever you got earth in your chart. So, arm yourself with knowledge. That's what I got for you, earth signs. All right, Timmy, I got you. You next. While I'm doing Timmy's, if anybody in the comments would like a reading, that is your time and space. After Timmy's reading is done, I'm done. I'm done, son. I do appreciate all of y'all for tapping in. Hey, Suge. I do appreciate y'all tapping in, aligning with me and stuff like that. This was a really good Hump Day reading, y'all. Again, happy new moon. Happy eclipse day. So, what's the theme for Timmy's reading? Angel's Trumpet. We got the Death card. I want to focus on Pluto. Right now Pluto's in Capricorn energy, providing transformations to, the infrastructures of everything, the root of everything. And then we also have Mars here too. Mars right now is in Cancer energy. So, initiative on that Cancer energy, being motivated and ambitious by our intuition and our nurturing space, home and family. Maternal energy is key here. But yeah, the Death card, transformation, 4 and 6. That's foundation in our space of equality, giving and returning, the physical and non-physical realm. The light and darkness is heavy here too, bringing us to knowledge in our cipher. So you are in the space. The theme of your reading is going to be transformation. Transformation in your solar plexus, because Pluto and Mars both rule over the solar plexus chakra as well. So that space of empowerment, some type of death needs to occur in the solar plexus chakra, in your space of control, controlling other people, places, and things. And also you being controlled yourself from other people, places, things, and situations, even in those situations that you think you're the one in control and you're really not. You're really being controlled. Just, pay attention to all the details of that. Let's expound. Let's expand. Hey, Sheila. The Hermit card, going inward. It's time to go inward. It's time to, isolate, seclude yourself. All those fun things. That was your Astro Matrix card yesterday. Cool. Well, it's your card today, too. Hey, Megan. We want to go inward. It's time to go inside, look at ourselves, see what you need to undergo. And y'all know I don't be talking about killing off parts of yourself. You have to learn how to hug them and compliment them. So if it's darkness that needs to be dealt with, obviously, because we're dealing with Pluto and Mars here. If it's that darkness of that solar plexus chakra that needs to be dealt with, then complement it with light. You don't destroy it, you don't kill it, you complement it. Now, if the solar plexus chakra is too easy going and letting shit ride and everybody just tripling over your boundaries and the enforcement of your heart chakra, then you need to complement that lightness with your shadows and enforce your boundaries. Not to control other people, but to have some peace in your space. The Knave of Chalices, because you are the writer of your emotional self. You are in control of your emotions. You are in control of your spiritual self. You are the writer of the space. And writing brings on that energy of manifestation. I throw that card like that. You said fuck that card. You didn't like that card. You didn't like the Knave of Chalices. I don't want to write my emotions. Fuck, it's them. 4 Pentacles for the day. Stability in the physical. Sounds like an invitation to do some shrooms. Gratitude. Yeah, definitely. Sankofa, what's up? Hey, Sergi. We have Luna, La Luna, the moon, the Pisces card. We're going to focus on your Netzach, which is the Venusian Sephiroth, and we're going to bring that to Earth. So allowing the celestial designers to come to your earthly self, kind of like an extension of what I did the reading on the Earth sign. You have to know the details to design things. You have to know the picture. Come into this nave. What do you want the spiritual experience to be like for you? What do you want your org body to be like? What do you want to look like? What do you want to feel like? How do you want it to impress upon other people? and situation, events, and ideals. What is it that you really want in this auric self? You know what I'm saying? You'll be the celestial designer, and then you're also allowing that energy to be personified into the physical, into your Malkuth. Okay? So just being intentional is key here. You know what I'm saying? And then also trusting the universe to redirect you and to define you and stuff like that helps as well. Tell me something new. Vanity. There you go. I don't know. But throat chakra, communicating from a space of vanity. Be mindful of that. You know what I'm saying? That was probably in response to what you just said. Tell me something new. I did. Now watch what you about to find out about yourself that need to come together. Be mindful. And then it's crazy because if you look at him, he's the spiritual one in the circle. Everybody around him with drinks and stuff like that. He's, look at me, I'm here. Look at me. You don't gotta do all that. You know what I'm saying? We know you the spiritual one in the room, obviously. Look at what you're wearing. The fuck? Look at where you at versus who you are. You got a whole staff in your hand. We see you. You don't have to do all of that. So be mindful of that in the throat chakra. And the throat chakra doesn't just deal with how you speak. It also deals with how you listen. So how are you internalizing the things that you hear? That could be coming. You can listen with vanity. Same thing with teaching and learning. Same thing with your moral and integral code, your habits. You know what I'm saying? All of that. Be aware. Be aware. Enjoying life as you should, boo. And look, under the sun, under a motherfucking palm tree. You know what I'm saying? You're here to enjoy life as you should. As you should. But if you focusing too much on the vanity of things, that ain't really enjoying life. That's doing too much to prove a point to other people. Now, what are you doing for yourself? Ashe to the death. Yeah, transformation. Because we want joy. We don't want a bunch of nonsense. We don't want a bunch of drama and bullshit. And you put that energy out, you focus on that energy, you get it back. But yeah, death card, you know what I'm saying? Transformations. We're not here to kill off parts of ourselves. We're here to heal off parts of ourselves. And we're going to do that by going inward on the hermit card and realizing that we are the one that's writing the story for our emotional self, for our intuition. You are the one that's writing the story. You know what I'm saying? So whatever your physical body is experiencing, it's coming from your auric body that's creating that. You know what I'm saying? You are in charge of it. So be mindful of that. That's what I got for you, Timmy. I see nobody asked for a reading, and that is perfectly fine because I feel ready to pour back into my cup of the nap. It's so weird. So this is the first night in my co-parenting. We do month to month in co-parenting because we homeschool our baby. So this is my first night. Let me so. It's always the hardest. So quiet. I'm about to turn the cameras off and not have nobody talk to me because we both be up all night. So usually when I do these lives and I turn the camera off, Miles tells me all the things I did right, all the things I did wrong, the different points that stuck out to him. Things he found interesting that I said, things I should apply to myself. He never fails to remind me of things I should apply to myself. I love that kid, bro. I love that kid. But he's not here to do all of that today. But it's cool. 7-6 my solar, 67 flips. Love the way you find your patterns and synchronicities and everything. That's pretty dope. The pattern, man. That's that Virgo moon shit. Love patterns. But that's cool. Progress Scorpio rising. Ooh, peace to you. I am finally getting out of this Libra energy. I could not wait to get out of this Libra energy. That was like heavy people pleasing. For those of you guys, I highly suggest y'all get into your progressive chart because you have your natal chart. And that's where you can go to do your root work and your root healing and stuff like that. But after you get done doing that, don't stay there. You can always align your natal chart with your progressive chart to see like how far you've grown and stuff. But start paying attention to your progressive chart too. You know what I'm saying? keep the natal chart as your roots because they are your roots. Always go back to them. But I'm ready to have this Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Venus in Scorpio, baby, because this Libra shit is not. It's not where it's at. But my Sun and Moon have entered Scorpio. We're just waiting on the Mercury and Venus to catch up. Got a couple more degrees. And then I'll be in my powerful place. Hopefully, during that alignment, I'll be Dr. President, like I said I wanted to be. Hey, Bam, how you doing, love? So we'll see. Will I be Dr. President during all the Scorpios? Should I be in my Pluto placement? Because, how many of y'all are into astrocartography? That's a whole, I do read astrocartography first as well, but I am in my Pluto placement. That is the only planet I have over here is my Pluto placement. And I'd be a little wary about being in my Pluto placement with my Draconic energy being in Scorpio. Not saying I'm scared of dying or anything, but, I really like being a mom. That's like one of my favorite things in this physical world is having little bodies that I've made, and they're like so cool, and they like me, and that's dope. Like they see parts of me that y'all don't see, you know what I'm saying? And they still like me, and I appreciate that. And yeah, so I be in my head like, am I going to die? Because I did get hit by a car twice on Oya days. I got hit as a pedestrian on Halloween, and then on 2222, which is the Oya holiday, Oya is Scorpio energy, I got into a car accident and lost my car that led me to being a pedestrian to get hit by a car. So I don't know what Oya got in store for me. This year 8 has been interesting, tapping into my Akashic records and feeling things and stuff. It's been cool. I shall receive with grace and gratitude. We love you. I love you too. It was given with grace and attitude. Grace and attitude. Yeah, that too. But it was given with grace and gratitude every time, all the time. Always give y'all energy with love. I appreciate y'all for trusting me to give it to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I love what I do. I love being in alignment with Alekwa the way that I am. It's in my roots. So, that's why I said, like, align your progressive chart with your natal chart, because, natal chart is your roots. You know what I'm saying? So no matter how your tree grows and the flowers bloom and the fruit, whatever, you can always go back to the roots and reconfigure, realign, look at things a little different to affect your auric body. Because, same thing like what I pulled with y'all knowing stuff, you know what I'm saying, with the earth energy. You're held accountable for what you know. So once you know something and it's in your mind and you start to develop an emotional attachment with it, it becomes in your auric body. You start to attract stuff that, either challenges those thoughts and emotions or confirms those thoughts and emotions. You know what I'm saying? So, that's another reason why you're held accountable for so knowing your charts. Knowing your charts brings you to a whole different reality. I know people like, oh, the charts are dumb. They're dumb to you because that's what you have in your intellect. You have it programmed in your mind that astrology doesn't work. You have it programmed in your mind that numerology isn't real. You have it programmed in your mind that none of this stuff exists. So it doesn't exist for you because that's what you created in your auric body. You don't get to experience this shit. And if you do, you're not aware of it to the extent that you could be. You're not alchemizing with it to the extent that you could be because you don't want to believe in it. It's not in your aura body to attract those kind of things. You know what I'm saying? You might have that one friend, one or two friends that like in support of you changing your mindset. And they might be, telling you, hey, you don't realize that was the Libra sun and the Libra moon and stuff. And you can be like, nah, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can keep being that kind of energy, keep being a resistance to your awareness. You know what I'm saying? But all you guys, if you guys are interested in having an interpersonal reading, I do them, kind of like transmuting how I do them, but I don't know. I'm in this Libra energy right now. I do prefer to do them in a one-on-one counseling session, though. Or sometimes I also prefer to just send them to you in a voice note. But lately I've been in the counseling realm with them. I've been feeling that more so than anything. So I do Sephiroth readings. I will align your tropical, Vedic, and Draconic charts to your Sephiroth. So as you go through each sphere, you can see what energy you're feeling. And I can do that for your natal, and or you're progressive. It's up to you. I also do chakra readings where I break down your chakras, the planet that rules over your chakra, and the zodiac that rules over the internal and external side of your chakras. I also do numerology chart readings. Right now I'm doing a retrograde season reading, so all the planets are retrograde, aligning them with your retrograde placements and aspects and stuff. Also doing eclipse readings at the moment. While we're in eclipse season, we have a 0.5 eclipse happening on the 17th. When the sun enters Libra zodiac. I'm pretty sure that's probably like the next time we'll have the moon sitting over there in Libra as well. So we'll have like, a close. No. That one would be Libra and Aries, excuse me. So the sun and moon will be in alignment with our nodes on the tropical, which is our thought, and the draconic, which is our earth body. So expect people that are into rituals, into invoking y'all energies, y'all thought process, to invoke y'all auric body. Certain kind of events will definitely be happening on October 17th to do that. Yeah. So yeah, I have all these things happening. And I got, ways to help y'all gain energy awareness through all of them. So y'all let me know. I love reading charts. This is what I do. This is my soul's purpose. Also what I do for a living. This is how I get my energy exchanges from the universe. And so I love y'all, cosmic nobodies. I'm gonna rest up. Try to make space to talk to y'all tomorrow. Today was such a good one. You know what I'm saying? I be having to work on my anxiety. That's one thing about being a Virgo, is we get anxious. And that's why I always be late for these lives. I don't know why today. I just felt the need to be very transparent about that shit. I've been telling people. I don't really tell people that. But I'll be over here. I gotta pee. I gotta fidget with my phone. I gotta watch somebody else go live to make me feel better about to go live. It'd be a whole thing. But I'm here, and it was a great time. I sat with y'all for like 3.5 hours. And so it was a really great time. And so I'm going to exit out because my leg's starting to hurt now. So let me get out of this Meet Me John. Yes, I'm sure. Peace to y'all on YouTube. Thank y'all for tapping in. I love y'all so much. Don't forget to tap into the water placements. Go to 2:30.